So, last we left off with our heroes of Direwood, sort of. I'm gonna bring this recap back a bit further because it's been some time since we played Direwood. You guys all went to the to Castle Dire to meet with an old friend by the name of Zimmer, who called upon you for a meeting, a sharing of secrets, a trade, if you will. After the events of that meeting took place, two of our heroes decided to stay with Zimmer, while the other three left with mixed bags of emotions and feelings toward what's going on. After some preparation, the three returned the next day with the commander, Light, the commander of the Cloaked Rangers. Eventually, and while they were gone, Sam and Zelfer made some preparations, some plans of their own and for the party, most of which were cast aside when, during the second meeting involving Light, Sam seemed to be persuaded to some degree. Feeling some confliction in his duties, he began to pace the room in the middle of the meeting before deciding to stand behind Zimmer and strike. Zimmer, being a bit on his guard, given the situation, wasn't killed immediately, but took a pretty serious blow to his shoulder as he dodged just out of the way of it hitting him in the back of the neck. And a battle ensued as the room full, and I mean absolutely fucking full, of ratlings descended the room into chaos, and a battle unfolded as magic flung through the air, decimating the rats. Punches and swords met. Rats bit and clawed at the party. Sam and the commander being sliced left and right from behind and to their sides, focused on Zimmer. And the commander, with Sam's help, dealt the final blow, lowering Zimmer to the ground.
With most of Sam.
With Sam's help. A lot of help would not have been possible without Sam.
Or Bess.
Dealt the final blow. Or Bess, for that fucking matter. Jesus. Listen, a team effort.
Or Percival. I mean, I was sitting there the entire time, doing nothing.
A team effort, mainly compromised of Bess's magic bullshit, Sam taking all the hits, and the commander dealing the final blow. The commander dealt the final blow.
Jesse, do you want to suck your dick a little bit harder for us?
I do.
Please continue then, because it's awesome.
Holden, you're up.
Am I? I don't know. Jesse, do you want to give the recap? Okay. So, as a commander,
I would just like you to give an accurate recap.
Shut the fuck up,
I'm gonna
Jesse.
fucking kill you. And so then rocks fell and Sam died. Moving on, the party continues.
Sweet.
Everybody danced on his graves, and we all had a good, jolly old time.
And then you all had a good laugh about the whole thing. No, the
Zimmer
commander
came back and spit on his grave.
laid Zimmer to the ground in a pool of his own blood, whispered some words of what you can only imagine are sweet vengeance, and the battle continued as he stood back up, surveyed the area, and all of the magic that made this room appear as though it was a grand, clean dining hall faded away, and nothing was left but some chairs, some cages, rubble, dirt, and dust, and the battle.
And my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
With feelings of possibly betrayal, confusion, concern, loss, split among the party and others involved, we will continue the battle with Zelfer. I do have the initiative up on now that you guys can. I'll bring you there now. You should be able to see the initiative order now. The numbers for the numbers aren't accurate for your actual initiative, but the order is, which is really what matters.
Okay. Oh boy. I have my character sheet on my phone, so when I'm looking at my phone, that's what I'm doing. Just a heads up.
Got it.
Because otherwise, I'd be switching between combat map, minimizing to look at my my abilities.
Yep, you're all good.
Okay,
So as the battle rages on, Zelfer, what will you do?
Panic.
Is that a spell slot?
It is.
I cast panic.
I see that Mr. Sam is dying a little bit, right?
He's not doing great.
What's my health at? I should probably see that before I make any decisions, right?
You were to give you, I believe you were kind of running and trying to get away from the center of the battle, so as to hold concentration on your wall of force, which you recently finally let go, and
yes.
Now you're in a position to fight.
I am going to cast Life Transference to give Sam some health. So I'm going to take this damage, and Sam will regain half of it. I'm going to roll it off my phone. Boom! He regains double that, so 34. I take 7 damage, or 17. So Sam, you get 34 health.
Okay.
Okay. And now for my bonus action, I can't use I have to use a cantrip, right?
If you just cast a leveled spell, correct.
Correct. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Well, as I don't have any cantrip, bonus cantrips. Let me go to class. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
And while Blake is thinking, just to give an idea, so everybody's back on the same page. Sam, now that you've been healed a little bit, how is Sam looking? Jesse?
With his eyes.
Hang on.
Well, he didn't say anything.
No, I didn't. You're right.
Hey, Jesse.
Hello. He doesn't look to be in dire need of help anymore.
Direwood, you mean?
Ha, he said it!
Okay.
That was for you.
Yeah, he looks like he'll be just fine now.
Okay.
He's still roughed up, but he'll be fine.
How's Percy looking?
Pretty much untouched. I think he's gotten hit once.
Alrighty. Then how is six?
Currently, he's still sitting back in the chair, actually, after just killing those 4 ratlings with 1 shatter.
Is he just like sitting?
He's literally just sitting back with his feet still up, kind of.
You
Like
are
the
my
table,
least favorite.
the table disappears and he has his legs like half up. He's like, oh. All right.
Oh, if the table disappeared while my legs were on it, then I would stand up.
Okay. So you're just kind of casually you stand up from the chair. All right, let's do this then. 6. How's 6 looking?
6 looks okay. He's been hit a couple small times, but he's doing just fine.
How's Bess looking?
She looks like if she's going to be hit again, she will be down.
She's looking in dire straits. Okay, so Zelfer, what
I
are you
didn't
doing?
know
Dire
that.
Straits and Direwood.
I didn't know that.
Which is yeah.
Might have changed my decision if I knew that.
Well, wasn't Sam in the same situation before I got healed?
Yeah, but one of you matters more to me.
Fair enough.
No. One of them matters more to Zelfer. Let's be clear.
No. Fuck you, Jesse.
No!
So Zelfer, anything for your bonus action? Any movement? What you doing?
I'm gonna fucking book it like a motherfucker.
Okay, you will take 1 opportunity attack depending on where
Depending
you go.
on how I run.
Yep. At least 1.
Yes. Which rat was attacking Bess last we left off?
The last one to have attacked her would probably be the. No,
Okay.
actually, she just ran over there. The last ones to have attacked her would have been over here.
Okay,
'Cause
does
she-
it look like any rat is looking at her aggressively?
The 2 immediately to her left and right.
So this one and this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to run in a straight line to here, but I want to slap this rat. Not to hurt it, to get its attention.
You just want to kind of smack it on the
I
shoulder.
want to run
like,
by
"Hey!"
it and go, oh, no, I want to hit him either in the face or the butt.
Okay.
And I go,
slap.
woohoo! As I run.
Oh God, Zilfer's
Oh,
back
yeah.
already.
Slapped a rat.
All right, and where are you going?
I am just running in a straight line. I'm going to take 2 opportunity attacks, but I'm going to try to get this rat to attack me
Okay.
over her.
Okay. So for the first
I'm running
opportunity
for a
attack from the smaller
distraction.
rat, that's a natural 1. So it bites out at you, but as you're running away, you just accidentally kick it in its fucking throat. And you hear like.
This is a sound clip of Zelfa running.
And as you're shrieking out in terror, you smack this rat in the back of the head as it's like laying into the into light. It turns around to as it feels best coming up behind it, and as it does so, you just plap on the back of its head, and it looks at you.
I
it's
flip
mad.
it off as I run. Is it going to hit me in my opportunity?
It's going to
attack?
attempt to.
I hope it doesn't.
That's going to be a 13.
I am going to use a level 1 spell slot for shield.
Alrighty.
So it
You have
misses.
that until the end of. I believe it's until your next turn.
Yes.
All
Let
right,
me
so-
check. I can cast it too, so we can see. Again, this is a little bit messy, but
Yeah.
I'm doing my best for you.
You're good. Okay. Until the start of your next turn. Yeah. So you have.
No!
Nice. Alrighty. You
How
have a
did I
plus
roll the
5.
highest initiative?
You didn't. No. We're
Oh, order. There's
Yeah.
someone underneath me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just where we left off.
Leave me alone. I can only see so
All right.
much.
6. What are you doing? You're kind of surrounded and on your own.
I'm gonna go ahead and lash out at. Let's see, how many are directly next to me here? Can you ping my character?
Yeah. It's a little cluttered, huh?
Nope. Oh, is that him? Okay.
That's him.
Awesome. All right. Well, he's not specifically in range. So these two, this guy here, and this guy here, they're each gonna get 2 attacks
Okay.
in a classic combo.
Yeah.
First
let's see it.
2 on the one on the left.
Yep.
Whoops. Sorry, I just rolled an intelligence save.
He thinks about it really hard.
Wow. Ultimate failure. All right. Boom and boom for the first one.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
That one and a
Oh
12.
boy.
Neither of those hits.
All right. Well, I
Hey.
followed through and strike the second one twice.
Alrighty. As you try to beat that one up, it's just dodging all over the place. It's fucking annoying. So you turn to the smaller one. Well, maybe I can crush you. Splat. It's
Right.
you fucking splat it.
Perfect.
There's mush on the ground now where your fist just was.
Ooh.
All right. It is the rat's turn. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do other than your attacks.
No, that's all I got.
All right, it's time for the rats
Thank
to
you, sir.
act. There are some that are going to move now that they're not being blocked by a wall of force. And actually, all of these in this area need to give me one moment.
I will give you one moment.
Okay. They are going to continue. They continue to pour in. Let's see. These are going to chase after their initial target, which was Zelfer. This one's going to move over here.
I'm gonna say no.
You say no.
Do they listen to
It's
me?
in the mix. Okay.
The
and
rat
there were others.
respects
Yep,
your
This one
decision.
needs to move over here. This one moves in here. This one moves over here. It's a little fucked.
Hold on, how fucked is it?
It's a little fucked.
How fucked is it?
Very, as Sam is about to take attacks from 1, 2, 3 rats wielding curved
Denied.
blades. Denied. And but none of them.
Too
Only
much.
one of them has advantage.
Welcome back, Jesse. We're killing your character.
All right, the first one with advantage.
Denied.
That.
Undo another button, you say?
So here's the thing. I
Okay.
rolled 2 die. One of them was cocked and very nearly a nat 20. The other was a nat 20. So that's a crit. The second one. That's going to miss. Okay. And a 19.
Miss.
Okay. And the other one. 22 and a 7. I think the 22 hits you.
Bye.
Okay, so you're taking 1 critical hit and 1 non-critical hit. So that's 18 damage from the critical hit. As you're distracted by the other 20,000 rats around you, one manages to wedge its sword right in between a chink in your armor. And the second swing is only going to be 7 slashing damage. Let's see. Then the commander is going to have 3 rats attacking him. I don't know why it said zombies. I've been playing too much DayZ. 2 of them
Who
have
are we
advantage.
actually fighting here?
Yeah. Let's see. That.
Hey,
It's
can
not
you
me.
ping the one that crit me?
Yes. It'd be this guy here.
Well, you know which rat's turning into liquid next round.
So Commander takes 1 hit. Commander takes...
You ever punched a ratling so hard it liquefies?
2 hits, okay? For a grand total
Yes.
of that, damn. Okay. Commander takes a bite and a stab to the side.
So have you tried to tell him not to do
Commander
Is he
is
taking a
bloody.
bite out of crime?
that? Like Scruff took a bite out of crime.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then Doc
As
the
for
Rock, Spock, and Hulk Hogan.
Best...
Wait. Doc the Rock.
That's
Wait, no.
Yeah,
what was
I said
Spock
wrong.
the Rock? Doc
You actually
Ock,
only
and
have 1
Hulk
attack.
Hogan.
No, you don't, because Zelfer distracted that one.
Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan.
Bess, you
Spock
have
the Rock, Doc
non-attacking?
Ock, and Hulk Hogan.
Oh, thank God.
But you see immediately behind you, Zelfer is about to get swarmed. So let's see. So this one is going to move past you, and Zelfer, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking you,
I'm fine with that.
and
Ouch.
2 have advantage.
You know who isn't fine with that? Crash
Okay,
Bandicoot.
well, one of them with advantage gets a crit.
You mean Scoot Magoo?
The other with advantage also gets a crit. Yikes.
What?
Yeah. Yep. I'm sorry, man. One without advantage rolls 23.
Well,
Rough.
it's been nice playing with you guys today.
And then a 13.
That misses because I have the
Okay.
+5 still.
So 3
Right?
hits, 2 of them are crits. Yeah, you still have the +5.
Well, I guess it's time to put down Crash Bandicoot and take this seriously.
Oh no. Okay, so 14 damage. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait. 8 damage from one crit, 6 from the other. The ones doing less damage are the ones that crit you.
8,
So 14 damage total.
14. I have to do it on my phone, so it's a bit harder. 14. Give me a second. This is.
You're good. You're good.
I'm doing my best, Olden. I almost just went to shut off my computer out of habit.
Yikes.
Okay. Is that all I take?
Nope. Now the one with the scimitar to your north strikes you for 8 damage.
Woo, baby.
And that's the one you smacked, and he's pissed.
Woo, baby. Oh. Woo. Woo. Zelfer coughs blood onto the ground.
All right, Percy, you have 3 attacking you.
It's
2 with advantage.
Nope.
First with advantage is going to get a 16 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
The other with advantage gets a 15 to hit.
Yup.
And then the one to your right. Oh wait, he didn't have advantage. Let me reroll that. That's a 12.
Page minimized. No, that misses.
Okay, so 2 hit you. So you're taking. Let's see. So a grand total of 11 slashing and piercing.
Lame. Weak ass fucking damage.
Okay. 6. I did not forget about you. You have 3 that are able to attack you given their current positioning. None with advantage though.
That's good.
Okay. Well, what's not good is he rolled a natural 18. So that one is getting a 23 to hit.
That hits.
The second is getting a 17 to hit.
17. That also does not hit.
That does not hit. And the last one was a natural 2. There's no fucking way that's hitting the monk. So you are taking 1 swipe from a curved blade of a rat for a grand total
One
of
swipe.
10 slashing damage.
Copy that.
Isaac.
Yeah.
It's Mystery Dungeon Red.
Percy, what you doing?
Hacking and slashing like I was born to.
Alrighty. Which ones?
We're gonna do this one,
Yep.
and that one.
The one to your right and the one below you. Let's do it.
Whomp whomp.
Okay. Let's
Whomp
see.
and whomp.
Your first one slashes right across the chest of the one to your right and almost cleaved in twain falls to the ground. And as you bring your sword around to hit the other one, it deftly dodges out of the way.
Someone sounded like they wanted to impress us, using the word fucking twain.
Yeah, like that guy who got that other guy to paint his fence.
Yeah. Good call. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Alrighty. Bess, what are you doing? Zelfer, you hear Zelfer scream out next to you, and you see he's fucking swarmed.
He's fine.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on myself at level 4.
Oh, I see how it is.
Bitch, if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble. What is it?
I'm now
It's
turning all of the
48
rat
plus
tokens.
4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, do it. I'm turning all of the rats tokens in accordance with who they are focused on.
Okay, so I heal for 28.
So that'll be a little easier for you guys.
Who will?
And then I would like to Does that count as my action?
That is your action, yes. A cure
Can I
wounds.
move to
If you do move, no matter how you move, you'll be taking 3 opportunity attacks as the rats' reactions have just been reset.
Yes, I don't want to move, but
You will anyway.
I'm trying to figure. I want to ready an action. I'm just trying to figure out what action I want to ready. I'm sorry. Thank you for being patient.
This
You're fine.
isn't game rules at all, but considering the scale of this fight, I will implement. If there are no rats with attention on you, the rats will have disadvantage on a reaction on attacking you, on an opportunity attack. I'll throw that out there for anyone.
Well, I don't have that luxury anymore, Holden.
Yeah.
You know what? Bess is gonna yell in rat. Stop. Ree!
Okay. Okay.
And that is what I'll do for now.
Okay. We will see if anything comes of that.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't do more. I mean,
What
I
is-
could, but
What exactly did you yell in rat?
Stop.
stop.
But all you guys heard was.
Huh. Zelfer looks confused and scared.
It is Zimmer's turn.
Did.
That one is.
God damn it.
Another enters the room,
Oh,
accompanied by 2 hulking ratlings.
oh.
What
Okay.
enters the room?
Zimmer.
Oh, great.
However,
Another one.
as these 2 hulking masses of matted fur enter the room at either side, flanking this Zimmer, you all catch a glimpse, and 2 of you recognize this one based on its very dull facial expression.
Mhm.
And he's kind of just staring. He stands there and stares. Doesn't blink.
I can blink. I blink at him.
Kind of looks around. And that's it. He just kind of looks. All right, Sam. Time to put the pain into that one poor ratling.
We'll be on down.
I'm gonna attack him once.
Mm-hmm. Well, that will
Twice.
certainly hit. It does not kill him,
Mm.
but he is left very bloodied.
Well, then I'm gonna attack him another time.
Well, he's certainly dead now.
He's almost dead. I'll do it again. Like,
Given
he's
that he just
definitely
crit
dead.
you, how do you want to do this?
Fucking cleave him in half, top to bottom.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Hopefully scare the other rats around me.
Okay. Anything else?
Have I used my respite yet? Do you know? I don't know. I don't want to cast it.
I do not recall. Let me go back. Let's take a look. That's from the one off. Oh god, let me go through this ocean of random shit that Jason put
I'm gonna
through.
funkle.
Let's
What?
see.
What are you talking about? Random?
Oh
I think you mean canon.
my god. No, I'm talking about all the numbers. The numbers, Mason.
Oh,
I mean,
Heads up, Jason. Both Jacob and my little brother love Rick the Hammer and want to idolize him in their real lives.
they should. Rick the Hammer is idol worthy.
Jacob fucking busted a gut.
I love Jacob.
So do I.
Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any casting of respite by Sam, but there's a lot I can't see because of Jason spamming me with a horde of numbers.
Okay, maybe I did that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was actually Rick who did it.
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
A
There's a
god among
difference.
men.
And actually,
Watch
before
them
you
at the
even did it,
Show numbers.
yeah, before you even did it, Zelfer was doing it.
Never. What?
Blake's like sitting in the corner, like, oh my god, he's gonna call me up.
I've been waiting.
All right, so Jesse, if you, I don't see anything about you using respite, so I think you can. But please find a way to mark down that you have done so, so we can be sure.
Yeah, Jesse. Some people,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Some people's kids.
All right. I believe respite is a bonus action for him, and I don't think he
Okay,
can.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't see any record of you casting respite, so I'm gonna say go ahead. But just find some way to mark down that you've used it.
Bless you, Percival.
I coughed.
I was just blessing you.
I feel blessed.
Mhm.
All right, for 12. Nice. All right. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. The commander is up, and he's going to start hacking and slashing away. First to the one on his right for a 22 to hit. That thing is fucking toast. And he quickly.
I thought it was a rat.
I hate you. He as it magically morphs into a piece of toast on the ground, the commander takes a bite, turns around.
Instant dunce corner.
Yeah. He turns around without even looking. He swings his blade and gets a crit. Okay.
So he did look.
No, without
No,
even
he-
looking, he swings and gets a crit, and
He
after.
snuck a peek.
Here, let me see. I mean, this thing.
He did this.
Actually, no. There's no way this thing is surviving. That thing is dead as fuck. And as he continues that swipe, he gets one more attack on the 1, 2. Another crit. What the fuck? These dice are hot. These dice are really
Oh, hi,
hot.
Jesse. I can see you now. You want to see my
Yo. Okay. So the commander, in an absolute flurry with his swords, takes out 3 rats. The ground is covered in rattling blood and fur. As he turns, as he turns to aid Sam, sees Sam that is doing all right, and then turns around. Sam, you feel a quick pat on the back of your armor, and you hear the commander say, "I'm gonna go help the others," and he turns around and moves to the side.
Go.
Help!
Go.
What a man, what a man, what a man.
He's going to wedge himself over here. He's gonna, stepping on rattling bodies, squish, 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 as he goes. Zelfer, it is your turn, friend.
Okay,
Use
now
it
that
well.
now he's flanking that one. I
Yep.
don't get disadvantage because I have advantage, so it's a straight roll. I'm gonna firebolt it in the face.
Okay. Okay, which one of you is pluribus noobs?
That work?
What?
Not cast now.
Somebody that know either Jason or somebody that knows Jason is in chat.
Give me a sec. I'm
On
trying
Twitch?
to cast it.
Yeah.
and it's giving me hardship.
No, you're good.
We know the struggle, Blake.
My life's a fucking. Oh god,
It's
Oh,
a
no, it's
fucking
video.
struggle every week.
It's the first one.
Okay, the first one. Yes.
Not message. What did it cast message?
Wait, what the? Oh, whoa. Jesus Christ.
I clicked it in my phone and it must have been rendering.
Okay, all good.
I just did the Google's not working. Open as many Chrome tabs as
tap,
possible.
tap.
I just fucking
a fireball worth of fireballs emanates from your hands. Okay. Yeah. So, as a straight roll, 25, a grand
the
total of
first one?
17 damage to the one in between you and the commander. That one is
Yep.
now it's a bit more makes a bit more sense for me to say that one is toast, as it is just a charred mess on the ground.
A really cool item, the Ring of Spells, charging, where you could cast a spell a bunch of times, and then it would turn into another spell, like a bunch of firebolts into a fireball.
That
would be
That'd be
overpowered.
would be interesting.
Overpowered.
But, like, you can charge like one a day or something, or one every few hours.
Okay.
Not like you just sit there and put
Perhaps
a bunch of
if Bess
fucking
experiments with the ring,
instantly.
she could find a lot of interesting things like that.
I look at this guy right here and go,
Is
your
that
mind
him?
is mine.
Why do you say it like that?
Because he's in a lot of pain.
Oh,
And I put my head against his and make him make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, well, it's a fucking ratling and not even one of the
That's
bigger
so-
ones. So, yeah, that's gonna be a grand total of 4.
Cool. He fails. He takes 10 damage, and he can only dash or disengage.
Okay, Bess, you look at Zelfer put his head against one of the rattling to his right. He turns around after charring one. He puts his head up against this one. And you see it starts to bleed out of its ears, and it just flops onto the ground.
You're not concentration. Oh, I accidentally clicked mind spike. My bad. That's my turn. Oh, it only 10 damage killed it?
Oh, yes, sir.
What a waste of my move! While holding your live.
Thanks.
I'm gonna take 2. If I run, I take at least 2 opportunity attacks.
3.
Fuck! Zophyr looks panicked. Oh god, give me a sec.
For somebody who was real ready to kill himself, he seems awfully panicked about dying.
Domino's pizza is the pizza that is unparalleled if you want to make yourself fat in 2 seconds.
He's gonna run.
Okay, where to? In that direction?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. So that is technically 3 opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I know.
You do not have your shield up anymore.
I know, but I can recast the fucker.
Okay, yeah, you sure can. Okay, the first one from one of the blade-wielding rats is going to be 12.
I cast shield!
Okay. The one that was immediately to your left jumps up to bite you as this magical barrier pings off the sword. It goes to bite you in the leg. Rolling a natural 2, that's not going to hit you.
Oh, good! I moved the shield in front of its mouth.
And then the one that was kind of to the right of you. A total of 17.
Fuck! My AC is now 17, so yeah, it hits me.
Yeah, it hits you. Okay.
It bites through my shield and into my
That
hand.
was with disadvantage too. Okay. It pushes through the shield and slashes through it for a grand total of 10 slashing damage. I was worried you were about. Okay, I was worried about you were about to be down.
I'm a standing old, and you can look at my character sheet and see how not good he's doing.
A trail of blood precedes Zelfer as he fucking books it across the battlefield.
Fuck you and your chicken strips.
6. What are you doing?
I am going to.
Me.
The one directly to my south. I will
Touch it
start
inappropriately.
to punt. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, rattling. Oh yeah.
It's a real Sam move.
Blink.
Yeah, way to
So
take
we're
a
gonna go
page
2
out of my
attacks.
book. You're not
I'm
even
trying
punching
to
a
jam you.
small one.
Okay,
No.
and that was on. I'm sorry, which one? The one to
The
your,
one directly to the south.
directly to the south of you. Let's see. The first one. How do you want to do this? He was already quite damaged.
Well,
Okay. Well, I'll just punch him really softly and then gently lay him down on the ground and go shh.
As you're being assaulted from all sides.
Yes.
Okay.
like a gentleman.
Alright. And then I'll take the one to my right here, and I'll
Okay,
do
so
2 more attacks.
flurry
on
of
that
blows?
guy. Flurry of blows, please.
Alrighty.
Is beer carbonated? I dropped a beer on the ground. If I open it, is it gonna spray everybody?
Most
Yeah.
beer is
Everywhere.
carbonated to an extent, yes.
Whoops.
I'll carbonate you, Dad.
Oh, I can. Oh boy,
I heard
that
that.
sounded not good. That sounded not good.
It's carbonated.
Okay, both of those will hit the one to your right.
Excellent.
13 will
believe us?
also take that one out.
All right. I do the same thing, but with my eyes closed this time.
One single tear.
Oh yeah, it's definitely fucking carbonated.
All right, and as you gently lay that one down, the rats go. These
Not
two
after me, hopefully.
are going to simply move up to
Oh
block.
god, there's two big ones.
Yep. They actually, as they move, it's like that thunderous. Poof, poof. They're fucking huge.
We're on your side.
Sam, you have two that are coming to attack you. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3 on 6.
Again?
We got 1 on the commander, 1 on Bess, and that's about. I think that's
Two on
it.
me.
That's it at the moment. Okay,
Where is Zimmer's focus?
2 on me.
Zimmer.
2
Like-
on me.
Shut up, Isaac.
What'd you say, Clara?
Yeah, where? I thought you said Zimmer. No, never mind. I don't know.
The two hulking masses of fur that are next to Zimmer are they've just moved up slightly to block to guard Zimmer.
I can't guard him from what I'm about to do to him. Suck his dick.
Okay,
Tell
so
you
Sam,
what.
you got
Ooh.
2 with advantage coming at you.
Gotta
That's
hit
gonna
him with that
be-
surprise.
First strike is going to be 24 to hit. The next only a 15.
When you fill the cup up at work with
So I
the
believe
beer,
a 24.
urine.
Yep. The other two,
Ooh,
a
yeah.
22 to hit.
It hits. You don't gotta roll again.
Okay, and a crit.
It hits. You don't gotta roll again.
Okay. So you got a good chunk of damage coming at you. Let's see. So. 7.
I'd heal you again, but I'd probably die.
I'll just give you a total.
Oh, I'm gonna eat that slimy wizard cock.
Ew. Disgusting.
I thought you
Um,
said lizard.
A grand total of 27 slashing damage from either side
You still doing fine,
as the
bud?
ratlings lay into you,
Oh, hell yeah.
momentarily just
I'm
ever
about
so
to
slightly
start
distracted.
cutting rat ears off.
Some rears, if you will. No?
Bess, you have one that's gonna attempt to gnaw at your leg.
Cool.
With a natural 19, I believe that's gonna. These dice are stupid hot, dude. What the fuck?
Roll different ones.
I'm picking 2 different d20s. These dice are way too hot because it's not just one that's rolling all the crits. These dice
I'm
are
gonna
hot
poop
as
myself
fuck.
right now, man.
Okay, so Bess, you are taking.
I'm gonna think about it
only
right now,
5
man.
piercing damage as a rat bites into your leg.
You said 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool.
Okay, and then the commander's gonna. One's attacking him. And he blocks that with one of his blades. The second strike, he also blocks. Okay, and then 6, you got 3 attacking you, none with advantage. So, we'll just do this quick. Natural 1, that's not going to hit. 19.
Sorry. That hits.
That hit. Is your AC 19?
My AC is 19.
Okay, so that hits. And then a 23. So you get 2 hits.
Also hits.
But both of those are not the sword-wielding rats.
The one that misses, I'm going to redirect into. Wait, which one missed? The one on the left?
Yes.
Okay, I redirect his attack into the one in the center.
Okay.
I hate that ability, by the way.
So
I love it.
you are taking a grand total of 9 slashing and piercing damage, and then this one you're directing. Okay, so you as it lunges out to bite you, you just kind of smack it as a sword's going into your shoulder into the other rat, and it like bites down into the other rat's leg, and it screams out, and the other one's just confused, like, ah, fuck. Bess, you understand rattling, so you can hear, I'm sorry, but it's like muffled because it's chewing.
Oh my god. That was
Okay.
like in response to me saying stop, right? Or
No.
That was in
no? I'm
response
sorry.
to-
What was that?
I redirected his friend's attack into him into his friend, so he bit him on the leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did any of them respond to what I said?
Yes, I will. I was rolling for it. The ratlings in your immediate vicinity, like within a 10-foot radius, either all died after you said that, or seemed a bit shocked, but continued.
Lame.
It was a good attempt, but perhaps with a new Zimmer in here, they were revitalized. And then Percy, you got 2 coming after you, both with advantage. The bladed swings. Dude, I'm just rolling hot. These are new die. 24 to hit. And a 17 to hit.
Surprise, surprise, they hit.
Yep, and then a 12 to hit.
No, that one does not.
Okay, so the 2 bladed swings hit you. For a grand total of only 11 slashing damage. Rolled low.
Nice.
And as you take two swipes across your chest, it is your turn.
Oh, man.
Bet.
Come on, buddy.
Swampy Wompy.
Oh yeah, Senpai Swampy
Oh.
Wompy.
Can other people in that house hear you?
No,
Me?
thank the Lord. Because my grandma's 80 and 89 and she should not be hearing me.
All right, what you doing, Percy?
She's got the
You
stream
won't.
open on her
I
phone.
Swampy Wompied.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry, I didn't see.
God, hold.
Switch over to this. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
what a shit DM.
Swampy Wompy. Which one?
Whichever one's lower. Whichever one's more damaged, I should say.
They've both been hit.
Then fuck it, this one.
Okay. Yeah, that one's fucking dead. You swamped the shit out of it.
Swamp that shit.
I sure do.
I'll swamp you with my cock.
Alrighty.
Nice.
In a sexual manner is what I mean.
And
Someday,
then-
when I run for president, these streams are gonna come up, and
I will still vote for you.
I appreciate that. I'll
Anything
get
else,
4
Percy?
then.
I'm gonna cast that as a, with my War Magic class feature. Anytime I make a weapon attack, I can cast a cantrip as a bonus action.
Cool. Okay. Do you not use? You don't use your bonus action for? You get 2 swipes. Okay. Yeah. Which one?
The other side of me.
Okay. DC 13 Wisdom save. Not all that wise, believe it or not.
I don't.
That is an 11.
Nice.
So he's taken 12 necrotic damage. Okay.
Sweet.
You see him grab onto his head and almost drop his sword. He's not quite dead, but he's on the brink.
Yeah, as I turn around and look at him, you just hear this ominous bell ding, and the rat's like,
I picture it as more of a triangle.
that is cool, and I don't.
In my mind, that's what it is.
Okay. Then that'll bring us to Bess. You have
Bess.
a rat gnawing on your leg.
Not back.
Cool.
Yeah, bite back.
I think my priority right now is healing. I have mass healing word. I'd like to cast that at level 3.
Okay.
Thank
That might be a
everything.
little clutch.
1d4 plus. It's not gonna be very much. I apologize.
But
in
how many
advance.
targets and within what range?
Up to 6 creatures within that I can see within range, which is 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, you can heal all of your allies in this.
I would like to heal all of my allies then.
All right.
It is
Bitch. Zolfer is ready to reveal the healing cummies.
I really, you've said a lot of
Yay.
shit this
Okay.
campaign, and none of
So
it makes me
much.
happy.
All right, Bess, you
start
utter a
dinner,
very
okay?
quick
I'm gonna
prayer
start dinner.
to Mistra,
I'm gonna
beseeching
start cooking dinner.
that she helps your friends, and everybody receives 5 hit points.
Whew, back into the double digits. Let's go.
yikes.
Blood and pus.
There's a rat gnawing on my leg. You said.
Yep. You said that short prayer with a rat gnawing on your fucking calf.
God damn it!
You kick it off.
God damn it! Thank God for God to give me this foot to kick this rat.
Mass healing word. Mass healing word is a bonus action.
It is?
So, yes.
Holy shit, okay.
Can I take out my dagger and stab the rat in the head, please?
You can certainly try.
Oh, I have not
That
used my
one
daggers
cuts off your
before,
leg.
so let me go my. Thank you. Sorry. I just rolled a hit then. Do I add anything for that? Sorry, I haven't used a melee weapon.
Yeah, you're
Or
if you're proficient with it, you add your proficiency and your dexterity.
I don't know if I am or not.
Let's see. Have you put your proficiencies in roll 20?
I don't know.
No, you have not. Okay. Weapon proficiencies: mace, dagger. So you add your proficiency and your dexterity.
Where do I find my? Oh, there we go. Found it. And my dexterity.
Yes.
My dexterity.
Mace Dagger is a cool name for a character.
I love you, Jason.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you roll a d4? Let's see. Roll a d4 for me, and your modifier for the damage would be. Let's see. What is her modifier for the damage? The same. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Bonus damage. Oh, baby, you had the dagger attack set up in roll 20.
I do.
Yeah, so I'll just roll that and we'll take the damage from that, but you're gonna hit.
Okay.
Okay, and you get max damage for 8.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah. And so you utter a quick prayer and then recall that there's a rat gnawing on your calf and it fucking hurts. So you pull out your dagger and squelch. It's fucked.
Yay!
You drive the dagger into the top of its head. It's gone. As
Nicely
pots and pans are being clattered about the battlefield.
Do I have two
Pots and
daggers?
pans.
I think I have 2 daggers, don't I?
I don't know that
Not
you'd get
in-
2 strikes, would you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
don't
dead
know.
anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. Never mind. Anyways.
Sorry for the clots and clans.
The clots and calluses.
Elise, is that you?
Burning a potato.
Alright. Zimmer
Crunchy slap.
continues to stand there.
Does he stand menacingly?
Not really.
Is there any like dark essence and energies flowing around him with the words menacing above his head?
No, not really.
Damn, no Dio shit.
No Dio shit. He's kind of just standing there.
Kicks open the door, stands at his body's at a weird angle. He's just staring at you, menacing. Ooh, I want a character. I'd so use minor illusion to do that if my character was more of a fighter.
Zimmer walks in with a giant rattling hulking over his shoulder with the world pose.
Alright, Sam, what are you doing?
Me.
Gonna try and stab this one in front of me in the throat.
Alrighty.
Why the threat?
Because fuck
Well,
it.
that was a lot of damage.
Okay. Double crit, holy shit. So that's a
Double crit.
That's
Holy
a lot
shit.
of damage. Okay. So you stab it in the fucking throat, it gurgles, it falls.
I immediately turn around and try and stab the other one in the throat.
If you
You
crit again.
gur- Grab that one and gurgle its throat.
You turn around and jab that one in the back with your mighty blade, and it's not quite dead, but it is very bloodied.
You gurgle its throat.
You gurgled the fuck out of its throat, man.
Yes.
That's it.
Did you hate it when you get your throat gurgled?
I'll gurgle you so hard.
I actually don't mind it.
Alright, anything else from you, Sam?
Nope.
Alrighty. Commander's turn. He's going to try to kill the one to his left. Let's see. Nope. Again, nope. Oh, that's one hit. Hey! With a few swipes, the rattling actually very quickly blocks a couple of the attacks, but the third one gets through, and the rattling is bloodied. Okay. Zelfer, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna look over Zimzam the Magic Man and go, "You're a bad person!" And I'm gonna throw a level 4 fireball.
Okay, there's a hulking massive rat blocking the way, so he will have partial cover.
It's a fireball, not a fireball.
Oh, fireball. Oh,
a
God.
level 4 fireball.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, fuck him. It's an additional d6, so I'll just roll that separately. Because I don't have anything set up at high levels.
Okay.
Because I don't care.
Okay, so I'll have all three make a dex save.
Whoa!
Again, no. Okay. All 3 fail. So 21 fire damage. As a blast of heat, the rest of you kind of feel the heat against your sides and backs as this fireball
What's
bursts
that
through.
plus 6 for? Was that?
It does a 27 because I
it's an
rolled at
additional
level
roll.
4.
Yeah. So that one. And as the smoke and flames start to dissipate, what was once a Zimmer is now just a puddle.
Oh,
But like a literal puddle, as in like water or something.
That's gross. Does it smell bad?
Not the worst smell in here is the smell of burning rat fur. But when I say a puddle, it's like disproportionate to like if he was a puddle from being melted or some shit, it'd be like a gross fleshy. No, this is literally as if somebody spilled a large tankard of water on the ground. Just gone.
Zelfer goes, ha! And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is there a gap behind the cage?
Just barely.
I'm a twink. I fit.
Yeah, you probably could.
You see Zelfer peeking out like.
Yeah, you're just kind of okay. It is bars though. Like somebody could like shoot an arrow through it.
I know.
Okay.
I know that. Zelfer doesn't care.
Okay, it is something to put you between you and the battle. 6, it's your turn.
I shoot an arrow at Zelfer through the bars. I gotta get
You
back
won't
on my
know
TV
balls.
here real quick. Okay, there are still 3 in front of me. All right. So the one in the center took 1 bite to the leg. I am going to attack the one on the left first with 1 attack, and then the one on the right second with a second attack.
Okay.
And here that goes. Yep. 1, let's go. This is important. I'm going to go with a knee and then an elbow. We're just going to use our extremities here.
All right. So an 18 will certainly hit, and a crit will
Sweet.
certainly hit. Okay, so
Sweet.
the one on the right is squish.
Yes.
And you said the one on the left are directly in front of you.
Left.
The one on the left, also very squish.
Sweet. All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and use the point and throw 2 attacks his way. I'm going to use
Alrighty.
we'll just do
Punch him in the
a
cock. Punch him
foot
in the cock.
and then a fist.
Kick him in the cock. Kick him in the penis. Smash those
Squish.
balls into his neck.
Jesus Christ.
All right. I think I
That
did.
is just enough. How do you want to do this?
Smash his balls into his neck.
I'll let you make the call this time.
Kick him in the balls.
Okay,
Kick him so
okay.
hard in the nuts it goes into his throat.
So 6 turns around, sees there's only 3 left. He throws a knee across to the one on the left as it leaps out at him, and you hear as it falls to the ground. And as another one, as he's turned around, his elbow is out, and he just lets the other ratlings fall into it, and that one also falls. Seeing the other one wielding its blade about to strike down at him, he gives it a swift kick in the chest, and as it's kind of leaned forward, he punches it across the temple, and it falls to the ground.
No balls.
Yes.
Taking 3 out in a span of 4 seconds.
I end in a power stance.
Quite rightfully so. All right. As for the remaining ratlings, here's what's gonna happen. These guys. Oh yeah. Okay. Sam, one is booking it away from you. You get an opportunity attack. Okay. That one. As soon you see it's you're surrounded by its den comrades. It looks down at the dead Zimmer, and it's looking around panicked. It turns around, and as soon as it does so, you take the opportunity to like shield bash its head and slice into it. It's fucking, that one's dead. And then the commander's gonna get an opportunity attack on this one as it runs away. That is also very dead. Okay. And then one more, Percy is going to try to run past you if you would, if you want an opportunity attack.
Damn straight.
Suck its dick.
Yeah, that one's okay. So as the stragglers start to run away, you guys very quickly dispatch them. However, as these 2 were standing there on guard, they've been hit by a fierce fireball and start to advance.
No, they haven't. They're fine.
30. as they advance on you guys, Percy, it's your turn.
Alright. My fucking Discord is lagging. Again. Oh. Who killed the one next to me?
You did.
I did. Trick question.
Well done.
Holden, I did whisper something to your GM.
Did you? I'm sorry. There's a lot.
Your
being-
GM? Aren't you
Oh.
his GM at some point? Did you whisper to yourself?
Yes.
I whisper to you all the time,
Yep.
buddy. I love you so much.
I'm about
I
to
hear
message
it.
you on Discord.
I
10
would
for it.
like to move this rattling corpse in front of the chair and then sit back down and put my feet up.
Okay.
You're a bad person.
They attacked me. Self-defense plus comfy.
If something attacks you, you get to make furniture out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
lucky we've never gotten in a
Which
fist fight.
which rattling corpse are you using as a footrest?
The big one here.
Okay, so you just kind of slide that in front, and you take a comfy seat on
I
what you
do.
can now see is a much dirtier chair than it first appeared. But
Aw.
it's
Is it still kind of as comfy?
it's still cushioned. It's still, you know, there's a bit
Okay.
of like a wet, gross squish as you sit down now. But like it's still as comfy as it's gonna get.
Not a big fan of that one, but you
Yeah.
know.
So with these two masses of burned fur running at you, you're like, all right, and you sit back.
What are they gonna do? Kill me?
All right, Bess, what are you doing?
I did kill that one, right?
Oh, it's dead.
It's
You're
dead.
surrounded by corpses, rat corpses. And the
And,
smell of burnt fur permeates the air.
Good.
Where are the
Did
two
I
big
go
guys?
wrong?
Two big guys are to your south, and they are charging at you.
Okay. Are there other rattlings alive, or I mean, other than the ones that are running away around?
Quickly
that
looking
area?
around, you see mounds of dead ratlings, and there were a few stragglers that tried to get away that your friends quickly dispatched.
Cool. I am going to use, if I may.
No.
Let's see. Can I use guiding bolt on one of the big bad guys?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'd like to cast that at level 4.
Oh boy. Okay.
I don't have that set up in here, so let me go back between here and there. Do. Thanks for bearing with me.
Baron with me, at your service.
Okay, so I have a +8 to hit.
That's not good. I just don't think. I think I don't like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
You know, number one, beer is an acquired taste. I haven't really acquired it. Number two, Pabst is kind of like an acquired taste put on an acquired taste. So if you're gonna give it a real shot, you gotta give it some time on that one.
Yeah, I
22
don't
to hit?
vibe with it.
That'll
right now.
certainly hit.
Yeah.
I like I buy my own
Cool.
glassware though.
Let's see that
Nice.
damage.
Uh,
And one on the right.
70 Yeah,
Yeah. Alrighty.
it's a 76.
Oh boy.
That's 76 damage.
Yeah.
No.
Well, guess how much health it had? 23. So, as you turn around, you call once again on the power of Mistra to continue to guide you, and this bolt of energy extends from your hand and clashes into this giant hulking rat that is running towards you, and with a this glowing and charred mass of fur falls to the ground.
That smells gross.
That Zimmer is a puddle now. Sam, there's your turn.
I'm just gonna move as far as I can.
You're gonna move as far as you can back toward the rat, the last one.
Yeah, hang on. There.
Okay.
Blap. Bullets.
And actually, as you enter its 10-foot reach, it gets an attack.
Ah, dick, shit.
You're not the only one.
Well, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Ooh, God.
Hey, it's still my turn. Can I back up 5 feet?
You entered. No, you entered. It's you can after it hits you with a 22 or 24. I'm sorry.
That's a big difference, buddy.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I did math wrong. I added the wrong modifier. I was still using the modifier of the other rats.
What was the math that brought you from 2 to 24?
Well, I used the wrong modifier. I was using the modifier of the smaller version.
The modifier
I
was
thought the
minus
rattling
22.
had a +1, but it actually had a +23. Sorry.
Hold on. So you're taking 15 piercing damage as it extends this massive, very shoddy, like it's got like chinks and it's malformed. This giant blade. It swings 10 feet.
Sam doesn't look very good.
Yeah, and it roars out at you. But it's still your turn. Now that you know it has a 10-foot reach, if you'd like to back up, you absolutely can. And it's used its reaction to attack you already.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. you take a big blow, like, clang into your armor, and you're like, oh fuck, and you back up. Anything else? No? Okay.
Nope.
It's Commander's turn. Seeing you get struck pretty hard, he's going to run forward to assist. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Assist?
Yeah, and he gets, I'm just going to kind of push this one over here. He gets right up next to you. It doesn't look at you, but you can tell he's there to assist you. Zelfer, what are you doing?
So, I'm looking at the guy who's standing there. I'm looking at him real hard. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Okay.
A 3.
Though the first 2 will certainly hit. And okay, as those slam into it, it roars out in pain, and it is on death's door.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm sorry, I'm just squeezing by here. Please leave me be.
Excuse me. Sorry, pardon me.
I should say, just sneaking by here, Mr. King. What was that?
You forgot to say ope.
He forgot to say
I go, God, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm screwed over here.
Damn
I'm
it.
so sorry,
6, what are you doing?
I turn around,
Turn around.
dash 20 feet forward, and
Drop kick him,
reach
drop
out
kick him,
and
drop kick him.
I drop kick him.
Hell yeah!
Drop kick him. All
Full
right,
force.
All
let's
right.
do this. Let's see. Oh, wrong window.
I would love to
And-
see 6 Superman punch a rat.
I guess that counts there.
That
I get-
okay? So you turn around and you see this.
I get one more,
Oh.
if necessary.
Not at all. You turn around
Okay.
and make just for fun. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Yeah, no problem. And that's right on this window there.
Okay, so you turn around and you see this one last giant ratling wielding this giant clunky blade. You hear the ping as it slams against Sam. You turn around and you run up and you do like you jump as high as you can. You get like 5 feet in the air. You do like a half front flip and slam both feet into its chest, knocking it back 5 feet. And then, and there's this giant thud as it falls to the ground. And as you land,
Off.
you all kind of take a quick second and look around. It appears everything
Everybody's
is
alive.
dead.
Well,
Everything.
all of us are
It
alive.
appears all of the enemies are dead. And a tense quiet falls across the room for just a moment as the commander he sheathes his blades.
well, says
I
Six,
start clapping.
I bet you wonder how we got into this.
All right, I have things to do. I'm gonna go over here, and go to the door. Does it look locked?
go. You're going to the door.
To the cage door.
Oh, yeah. It appears to be locked.
Oh, I'm gonna go to Zimzam and start slooting a corpse.
Sam
If it's not a key, I
desummons.
throw it to the side.
Okay.
Sam desummons his gear and just plops down in the.
Okay.
Bess would rush over to help Sam.
But he's evil. He's mean. He's a stinky.
You're evil and mean.
You're
I wanna
stinky.
flip this chair around and just
Well,
sit
some of us
and
can't
stare
have
into the cage.
prestidigitation.
Okay.
Just not a key, not the key, not the key, not the key, not the key.
Okay, since everybody's doing completely different things, we're gonna do initiative again real quick, and same thing. If if your actions intersect with another character, then they can be pulled into it. It's all good. But if everybody would just roll a new initiative for me, I'll do the same for the commander. Okay.
I attempted. Oh, I'm going in the other room. 1 second. I can do this. I can handle it. I have the technology.
I have the power.
That too, man.
Okay. 15.
Click my boy. Where's my boy? There he is. Bonk. Clicked. Rolling. Initiative.
Holden, it
Like
smells
a
like
boss.
a KFC in our apartment.
Sounds good.
Okay.
It's weird.
Do you guys
There's-
have KFC?
No.
There are worse things an apartment can smell like. Let me tell you.
Holden
The
left
hammer
a candle
rolled an
lit for
18.
The hammer rolled an 18. Nice.
Oh, whoops. Well,
It
you know
does
who
say
that is.
6. It was 6's roll. Don't worry.
Does anybody have numbers that they need me to add?
No.
+2.
+2.
If it
Oh, Mr. Sam,
doesn't
even though he's
add it, I need a
top of
5.
the line.
I have a +4. I don't know if that was added in or not.
No.
Yeah, I need a 5.
So Isaac,
Yes.
at 5 o'clock, my phone sent me a message saying, "Hey, you have D&D in 2.5 hours. We start driving home, and you'll make it."
Nice.
I looked at that and went, "No."
Okay. Since we have a couple of ties, Six and Zelfer, who would either of you like to allow the other
6
go
would
first?
go first because he would have the modifiers.
Well, I'd rather just allow you guys to choose.
Well, he gets a +5 anyway to his number.
6 is going to help
Oh,
Zelfer
is
search
that not added
corpse.
yet?
It's not added.
Did he actually roll? Yes, he did. Okay, you're correct. So 6 would actually go first. Thank you. And then between Percy and Sam, would either of you like to allow the other to go first?
I'll
I
let
don't-
Sam go.
Neither of us care. So
Yeah.
just pick one when you get to it.
All right, I'll just leave it
He
as
comes
is.
before S in the alphabet, so Percy's gonna go first.
Yep, cool. All right. 6, as everybody kind of starts to settle into their actions, you're left standing mostly by yourself. The commander nearby is kind of looking down. What are you doing?
6 would like to run over and see if the pile of the pile of Zimmergoo had anything on it, in it. Keys,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Pile of
make an
Zimmer goo.
investigation check.
I've never heard a sexier
Investigating.
statement.
Found it.
Okay. As you approach this liquid, and you kind of kneel down and you go to maybe sift through it, but you pull your hand away because you realize there's something strange about it. It's got this you're familiar with. It has this octarine glow to it, like the color of magic. It's this like very. It's multicolored. It's like, when oil is spilled and the sun hits it just right and it's got this rainbow effect. It looks like that. It looks like spilled oil. And you kind of get the sense as you look through it without touching it. There's nothing here. It is just a puddle.
Oh, okay.
But you kind of get the sense you should not touch this.
Zelfer, magic snot over here.
Oh, key! I'm
Magic snot.
I'm gonna take a key from one of my favorite players' books. Keys!
God damn it.
It's Sasira.
God damn it. Yeah, Zelfer, he yells out, he's searching for keys.
I know, he just yells keys.
Keys!
Hold on, I
Blood
sent you a whisper.
dripping onto
Okay.
the ground.
You said in Whisper or on Discord? Discord.
Discord. Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing.
Blake, check this out. See this Oreo?
No,
Ready?
I don't see you.
Do that
Thank you.
again.
I still
Yeah, I
don't
think
see
you get that answer. Okay.
Great.
The commander.
Can I see it again?
What?
Oh, I wanted to see the Oreo trick again.
Oh,
Nah, don't worry about it.
okay, cool.
I was okay. Last night, I sat in a Discord server in a chat alone, thinking that I was out of the chat, and I just ate Oreos on mic for 10 minutes. So
The commander. Is actually, he has
That's
to roll
awesome.
for what he's gonna have to do because he's very conflicted. Okay. Sam, are you paying any attention at all, or are you kind of like passing out?
He is passing out.
Okay. You just hear somebody walk by you, and the commander comes and he pulls up a chair and sits kind of next to you, Percy.
can I help you?
What are you planning?
I heard this term from a beekeeper I used to know. None of your beeswax.
Jesus.
If he really is the
Cannon.
king, unfortunately, it is my duty to protect him, so it is my beeswax.
That bee farmer lied to me then.
It seems you've been misled. Never
Fine.
trust a beekeeper, my mom always told me.
Never trust a fucking beekeeper.
You'll get stung.
Oh,
My mom was a beekeeper.
this
Papa was
it's not way
really
better than I
stoned.
thought it was gonna go in my head, honestly. That whole bee thing exchange, that was pretty good.
He says that to him. No, this went better than it went in my head.
I was just talking out my ass, but I'm glad.
We'll see. I haven't decided yet.
Well, what are the options? I know you want to kill him.
Only if he's my father. If he's not, then I have no reason to kill him.
He kind of looks like him to me. Unless he's some sort of fake or double, I don't know.
I just saw two Zimmers die simultaneously in the same room.
He kind of looks back. However, one turned to a puddle, one turned to a corpse.
What if this one, I say pointing at the king, is the Puddle King?
The puddle king.
The ping.
The cuddle thing?
Do we know of any way to find out?
Kill him.
We'll get DNA and meat kits for everybody. We'll just spit in the tube and
Mm,
In a cup, draw your blood.
not that I know of, honestly.
somebody contact Maury.
Zelfer, make an investigation check.
That's
Okay.
Maori.
Sorry, I was about to dump a bunch of Game Boy Color games on my chest.
Norlos,
It's really
refresh your
living the
camera.
life.
Norlos.
Because my phone's at low battery, I think my charger's downstairs. Oh.
Okay.
My phone was at low battery.
You
My
quickly
charger's downstairs. What's
rifle
the solution?
through his cloak, trying to find anything. He has a very fine cloak on, but it's been totally destroyed by, blood and stab wounds.
I don't care about this cloak.
Other than that, the only things of note you find, there are no keys, but there are two vials with a slightly luminescent octarine colored. It's the same thing as what the other corpse is. I could describe it, but you don't know that quite yet. But you find the same liquid in two small vials,
I wonder if this will break a lock.
and you find about 100 gold worth of various high-level spell components.
I will add that to my equipment.
Yeah, you can add.
So 2 vials of glowing goo, 2 vials goo.
Just for my sake, could you call the vials octarine liquid?
Zimmer snot.
Octarine, liquid, Zimmer slot.
And then
I-
Snot.
100 gold worth of high-level spell components.
I am running out of inventory space. Give me a sec. 100 gold spell
Yeah, and
components.
see, the thing is, normally at this point, might be like, all right, dude, the bag of holding isn't infinite. You might be starting to run out, but you just have a shit ton of small stuff.
Yeah, I haven't got my bag of holding back yet. I look over where 6 is. I want my bag back. I'm going to try to open the door. I will head over to the door and dump one of the vials on the lock.
Okay. Roll me a d6. Pull up my
I hope the
notes
lock doesn't come.
I hope it doesn't kill my sister. Because then Zopher might actually just kill himself.
here. Okay. I assume you're quite careful with it as a spellcaster. You would know not to be
Yes.
stupid about this. As you pour it on there, Okay. The thick metal lock turns to stone.
That didn't help at all.
Maybe you could break it now.
Maybe, Mr. 6, can you break a stone with your fist?
Yes,
Please
I've
come
done
here.
it before.
Please come here.
All right, I go
You
try to
go-
break a stone. I kick it though.
It's not your fist.
All right. Since you have all the time in the world and can just do this, eventually, yeah, you give it a kick. There's a large crack that forms across it, and you give it one more, and it smashes into rubble, and the lock is gone.
Sweet.
Oh, good. Can I have my stuff?
So you have one vial left, Zelfer.
I give him his bag of holding
And all the other stuff?
and all the other stuff. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, sweet. You can go off. I have reconnecting to do. And I'll open the door and sit.
Okay,
And I will deal with this in my next go around.
got it. Percy, we're back to you.
Oh.
The commander's just kind of sitting next to you.
Honestly, he's trying to think of a way that he can prove that it's his father.
I'm not one for magic myself. Not this kind, but maybe... Well, we have one of two possibilities. Either we have found the King of Direwood, which changes everything. Or this is a fake, some sort of magic construction, and we dispatch of it. Either way, I think we should bring it back to headquarters. Him, I don't know. We'll bring him back to headquarters. Maybe we can more safely... He kind of like looks back at the piles of dead rats. More safely analyze it. Him, there. We have a few gifted in the arcane.
Against every fiber of my being, very well.
If it makes you feel any better, if it's not your father, you can do with it what you will.
Oh, I will.
Fair enough.
What if it is his father?
I'll do with it whatever I will.
All right, Sam. Are you doing anything other than just taking a big chill?
Yeah.
You've desummoned your armor and weapons, right?
Yeah.
So there's just a big bloody dude sitting in a chair, a little too small
Bloody
for him.
Dude.
Yeah,
just
he's
walking in,
gonna
just a guy
get
vibing.
up and silently walk out.
Wait, Bess was gonna go over and heal him.
He would have told her to go heal Zelfer.
Well, okay, so Bess
He's gonna
approaches you
walk
as you get up.
around.
She kind of wades through the dead bodies.
It makes a...
You look kind of worse for wear.
Squelching.
Go heal Zelfer.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, if you change your mind. Yeah, and I'll go.
Okay, so you move over to Zelfer, and meanwhile, Sam, you get up and you're gonna start walking out.
Yeah, he's gonna go for now around the castle.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you right at the door here in case anybody else tries to stop you or something. But if nobody does by your next turn, you're out. You can start going around the castle. Bess, so you were approaching Zelfer. You see him sitting in this cage with some rock rubble and a bunch of dust inside.
Is his sister inside there too?
There is a woman in there, yes.
Is she? Can I tell if she's like magically unconscious, or if she's like injured, or?
Stick her hand up and drop it over her face. If she flinches, she's faking it.
You can, if Zelfer doesn't stop you, make an Arcana check.
I would like to do that then.
Yeah.
If Zelfer doesn't stop me.
I won't stop.
Yeah, so Bess kind of quietly approaches and starts examining.
Wake her up, please.
With a 16, you're not 100% certain, but given the way she seems, the way she slept through that entire battle and she seems perfectly fine. There's no evidence of anything else. You're pretty. You think this is some sort of magic sleep.
Cool. Would I know of a way to wake her up?
With a 16, a dispel magic might do it. Other than that, you're not sure.
Cool. Let me see if I even have that. Do 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 do.
Do 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 do. I once was a boy named
Prepare
Harry,
me.
destined to be a star. This point,
His parents
boy,
were killed by
who
no
led-
nose man.
who gave him a lightning scar.
Jason, this is making me very uncomfortable.
What's Jason doing?
Jason,
Yeah,
please.
I would relay to Zelfer. She's magically asleep, but I believe that
magically
the
delicious.
spell, dispel magic would be able to wake her up. And unfortunately, I don't know how to cast that spell, but I have knowledge of it. So
Thanks, Jason.
Oh. Aw.
does Zelfer say anything back?
He starts making noises.
Do you need some healing in the meantime? Are you okay?
Do I remember how Zimzam woke the girl in the third cage?
You would recall that he magically opened the door and told somebody to go retrieve her, and she was retrieved, and she was I don't think she was ever awoken. But you would recall that she supposedly was brought back to the HQ.
Did the granddaughter wake up? I asked Zimzam.
Yeah.
The commander, who was relatively nearby, speaks up.
Jason, you good?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
I had to open up the box.
Oh, well, I reach in and I give her a little smacky smack across the face. Just
Nothing.
I put my finger where I think her temple, where her throat is, and try to figure out if she has a pulse. I'm just kind of poking her.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold
cool.
on. One sec.
I start trying to find her pulse.
You make a medicine check.
I would have noticed if she was dead, right?
Yeah, Bess, you're certain she's alive. You're not. You don't have proficiency, do you? No.
No.
You're not trained in this, but you find a pulse. You don't know if it's like a good pulse or not, but it's there.
I do the Brooklyn Nine-Nine
and she's
thing. Like,
breathing.
she's alive.
Yeah.
Wait, that's my pulse. I'm alive.
Yes, Zelfer, she is alive. I would
Oh.
have told you had she not been.
Oh, there were other issues. What if this cage is magic? I pull her from the cage,
Okay, you kind of drag her
and
out.
then I slap her.
You drag her out from the cage. Let me move this out of the way. Gotta like move everything. Okay, you pull her out, and you smack her again. Nothing. She is just Sleeping Beauty asleep, like perfectly fine, but asleep.
She's breathing through
Would
her
I know
nose,
if
right?
you-
See how long it lasts.
Would I know if this spell would dissipate after time?
I'm gonna use your Arcana check from
Since-
before, 16. It's most spells would, though this one, you know that Zimmer was into some, a lot of experimental shit. The only reason you'd suspect maybe it won't is because it was Zimmer, but
We should get her back to the Cloaked Rangers so someone there who's knowledgeable of magic might be able to cast the spell that I suggested in order to wake her up.
I have one last test. I plug her nose.
you what?
She's breathing through her nose, right? Because she's
Yeah.
asleep. I plug it.
Okay, you plug it. I thought you said pluck, and I was
Nope,
like,
I go-
what?
And I hold
Right
her nose
off her
closed,
feet.
Okay,
and I wait 10 seconds to see if she starts breathing through her mouth.
she does.
I go, huh. I look at Sosira. I don't know what I expected, to be honest.
You look at who?
Who you
Not Beth. I look at Beth. I go, I don't. It's the keys thing. My brain's stuck. The keys got me.
The
stuck.
key!
The keys.
I didn't expect. I don't know what I expected.
Okay, 6. What you doing? You're still muted, my friend. What? Oh boy. There we go. Hi, buddy.
I move over to Sam. Sam, what's Sam doing? He's just sort of
You-
lying there.
As you turn around, Sam is like about to walk out the door.
I follow him.
Okay, you start to follow Sam. We'll just kind of, I'll put you across the room. Okay. You're just gonna follow Sam?
Yep, I'm gonna see where he's going and whatnot.
Okay. The commander is still sitting next to Percy. Takes a deep breath and he kind of leans back for a moment. That was really bad. That was really bad. What, he says a bit quietly, looking over to Zelfer and then to you, Percy. What are we gonna do about those two?
Who?
Sam and Zelfer.
What do you mean?
They were here. I needed to verbally smack Sam Ione across the face to get him to come to his senses. Were they under some spell?
Believe that was all a ploy to kill Zimmer.
I sure hope so.
That's the impression I'm under.
The impression I got is that they were trying to get us to join them. Or at least let them do what they wanted. Maybe if
I
they
kind
were...
of thought that too until the whole cutting Zimmer thing.
Right. I'm just concerned is all.
Rightfully so, I think.
This is rather complicated now.
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, you can talk to your lackeys as much as you want. We need to get back to see what the situation at the castle is.
You're right. We can talk more about my thoughts later. They're not as important right now. And he stands up and he moves over to the lock and he's going to he's going to investigate to see if he can do something about it. He sits there for a moment, kind of fiddling with it. He looks over to you, Percy. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how to open this.
Oh, I spent too much time looking at him. 15 years. I say, using a sword to just fucking demolish the lock.
Okay. Clang, 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 clang. Nothing.
Oh, bitch.
And
Well, maybe
he-
not these locks, but locks in general.
Yeah, as you kind of give it a good few swipes, he says, "Yeah, that's the problem I was running into."
Do I see this?
Yeah, you hear the ching 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 of
Can
I
I
turn this one to
reach in?
stone.
Can I reach in and grab the king's leg?
um,
bars.
You like get up to your wrist, but you're a big dude. You couldn't really get your arm would get stuck any further.
Damn. So I can't touch the king at all.
Not quite.
Damn it. All right, then yeah, never mind.
He looks down at your sword on the ground. You gonna take that back?
I snap and it vanishes.
All right. Zelfer.
I look at my sister. I look at Beth. I look at my sister. I look at Beth. I walk over to the cage. The other one. The one these fuckos are at. I don't know what's gonna happen if what this does. I'm gonna dump the other potion on it.
Okay, roll a d6 again.
I will. I'm just gonna remove them from my inventory first, so I don't forget to do that. Because that one I'm gonna forget.
I would move to hold his sister's head in my lap so she's not just laying on the dirty floor.
Okay. And you would be here as well with this. I need I need Percy, the commander, and Zelfer all to make a dexterity saving throw. As you pour this liquid onto the lock, it bursts into flames, and fire starts to spew out from it. So I'll make it for him.
I didn't do that last time.
Okay. So the commander jumps back in time, but you two are both going to take 8 fire damage as fire spews from the lock and it melts to the ground, and a few like it's almost like, you know how like lava bubbles. It like bubbles out and hits you, and you guys jump back, and you got some serious scorches from this.
I look at Percy with my mouth closed. I open it and just blood pools out. I'm not doing too hot. But that is, I reach up my hand for a high five while pointing at the burning lock.
Yeah.
Zelfer, you need to sit down.
No.
Let me rephrase it as not a question.
I'm gonna hide behind the cage knowing Percy can't get to me.
You severely underestimate my magical abilities.
I severely overestimate the size of your forearms, muscly boy.
It's not worth wasting the magic on you, Zelfer, right now. I can flick your nose sideways and you'd pass out.
You're probably right. As I move over onto this side and sit down, leaning against the cage. Mr. Commander, sir. Light, sir. Mr. Commander, Captain. Aye, aye.
Commander will do.
Oh, if you're wondering what the plan was, if you look up in my room, there's a well-fashioned noose.
Oh.
I was planning on getting information about my sister, throwing a few fireballs, and killing myself.
I see.
The other one I point to where Sam has left. I don't know what was going on with him, but I'm up front. I was planning on dying today. I'm glad I didn't have to.
Uh-huh.
I also apologize for everything I said, even though I didn't lie at all. It was kind of rude.
Let's get these people out of here.
Can you carry me?
Percival, would you help me
I've
carry
got
the
him.
king?
Oh,
I want the king.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't trust you to carry him.
That's fine.
Though I'm also in no position to stop you. And he moves over to assist Zelfer. I'm not carrying you, but he like pulls you up and helps you. You kind of like puts an arm around you to help, limp you out.
I have like half a broken leg and
Yeah,
blood
you're
dripping from
fucked,
my mouth.
bud. You're fucked.
Zelfer!
Did you check my
carry
health?
you.
Did you check my health?
Are you
Hogan?
on 1?
No, I did not check your health. Dear God, that move you pulled with burning the lock could have knocked you unconscious.
Yeah,
You
I could've.
fucking.
Are you on 1 health?
No, I'm pretty close though.
Zelfer, I can carry you.
For level 9, he might as well be.
Oof.
When you started rolling damage, I went, "Oh no!"
He has less health in him now than a level 1 wizard would. At full.
Oh.
Zelfer's doing pretty.
Okay. Sam, so you exit. What are you doing in the castle?
First, he'll look around and try and find Zimmer's room.
Okay. I'd say it. You will. It'll take you a few minutes to check a few rooms. You have some ideas as to where it might be. You'll eventually get there. Yeah.
I want it.
Okay. When you find the room, the door is slightly ajar. You open up the door to see this room. It is. You imagine it was probably an illusion to look quite nice before, and now it is just a dust-filled chamber with a couple of tables with some strange items on top of them, and a kind of shitty bed off to the corner.
I would start digging through the items.
Okay. Since 6 you were following him, I'm gonna move this since you're with him. What are you doing? Jason?
I go with him.
Oh yeah, you follow him. You follow him and you see him enter a room, and you hear like shuffling and slight clattering of him sifting through stuff. What are you doing?
All right, take a look inside.
Yeah. Did you hear my description?
I did, yes.
Yeah. So you see him just kind of rifling through. What your best guess is probably arcane components of some sort, maybe. But you do recognize, and Sam, actually, you would too, because you walked right by it. You do recognize a dozen more vials of that octarine multicolored liquid among the things.
Ah, yes, the Zimmer lab.
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I give him a hand. I search as
You
well.
just start
look
looking
stuff.
through with him. Okay.
Yep.
One of you can make an investigation check with advantage, or you can both make one separately.
How are you feeling about that, there, Sam?
I have proficiency in investigation.
As do I. So it's a toss-up. I'll help you
What's
since.
What's your total in it? Because yours probably better
Meta.
than mine. Okay.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
you're searching, so I
Man.
will assess. I'll let you roll.
Okay. 18. As you guys kind of rifle through, you do find various what you imagine must be spell components, as well as about a dozen of those vials, and a rather small, torn-up, leather-bound journal.
I'd immediately grab the journal. Start fucking flipping through it.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Oh, God.
Wow,
Okay.
that went way better
Wow.
than it should have.
Maybe you've been spending a bit too much time with Zelfer because you don't fully understand what is in this journal, but you're able to kind of figure out the footnotes and kind of get the gist of what's going on here. It seems as though Zimmer was recently working on a new school of magic, one of his own that he called
Gooey.
Gistomancy.
It
And
had to do with making colas of different flavors and calorie content.
Colomancy. No, he calls it Gistomancy. And as you're kind of rifling, you're doing this rather quickly. I don't imagine you're sitting here reading word for word. You're just kind of getting the gist.
He would. He's not. He's taking his time.
Okay, if you're taking your time, what I'll tell you for now is the gist of it is he's working on his own magic. He wants to be in the history books, and you catch a few times he mentions making amends and earning his place back. Though making amends with who and earning his place with what it's not mentioned, but he seems to be hell bent on something to do with proving himself. To who or what or where, who knows? You haven't found that yet. As you just start to kind of read. 6, are you telling 6 this? 6, are you trying to read with him or what's?
Yeah, I mean, I would be reading, yes.
Okay, so you guys are kind of examining this together, and that's just within the first few minutes of fingering through it and reading some passages a bit more carefully. That's the gist of what you get so far.
So I should make note.
Yeah.
Sam is acting like 6 isn't even there.
Okay.
Sam's like in his own headspace.
Okay.
Fair
so
enough.
6, you're kind of just reading over his shoulder and getting the same gist.
Sounds good.
Okay, Bess.
I would offer to carry Zelf.
I am back. I did say I'd let her carry me.
Yeah. The commander with an arm already around him. Why don't you get his right side then? Maybe we can just.
Well, we have to get her too. I point to his sister.
Right.
Should
I'm
we
gonna
get the others
bleed
to come back?
Listen,
on you guys.
this man is bleeding out. Bess.
I want to bleed on everybody.
Bess.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let
Are
me
you-
cast Cure Wounds at level 4 on Zelf,
Oh,
please.
okay.
Let me bleed on you.
No. No, thank you.
Nummy,
Let me
my
s-
blood's in your tummy.
You know what? I'm gonna take that back.
You see the magical energy starts to surround her hand as she reaches towards you, and then she goes, no, and it dissipates.
Is it the nummy one? Is that the reason?
Oh, I didn't type. Damn it.
Oh god. Oh, I crack myself up, Isaac.
Yeah, thanks. That was disgusting. I
There
did
you
not
go.
oblige.
So you are healed for 18. And as you do so,
Double digits!
the commander kind of touches your shoulder, Bess, and kind of gently tries to like pull you to turn you around away from Zelfer.
Away from Zelfer?
Mm-hmm. After you do so, and
Okay.
he just kind of whispers, "I'm concerned about his motives right now. Just keep an eye on him. I don't know if you guys are gonna keep running with him, but
What motives?
you
I
s-
say in a normal voice.
I look at Light.
Never
Do you
mind."
want to ask me something to my face, sir?
He looks at you. There are more pressing matters at the moment. Excuse
I
me.
can walk. If you have a question, I'm willing to answer it. I have nothing to hide. Except
Clearly.
for my schlong. He looks
Clearly.
up
Ew,
at the scale.
Zelfer.
Percival, I imagine you're fine with carrying your father, possibly not your father. In fact, you'd rather.
I would prefer that.
Yeah. He moves over then to Elora.
As I sling him over my shoulders, I look
He's a big man.
directly at him. I know. And I point to his head. And I look at Light and I go, mine. And then I just start
You
walking.
see like a very faint smile, and he says, "We'll see." And he starts to pick up Elora.
I'll
And
just
he-
We
check
should
this.
go find Six and Sam.
Right. I don't know where they're off to, but I want to get the hells out of here. And he picks her up kind of princess style and starts carrying her out. Zelfer, you
Please
seem,
don't inappropriately touch my sister.
and I assume you guys start to make your way out.
I walk near. First off, I reclaim my spine.
Oh yeah, the spine. All
I
right.
take that back, and then I follow Percy and go, Mr. Percival,
Yes.
I will help you with whatever you see fit, regardless of everyone else's opinions.
I figured it would be something like that. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
No problem. There is a noose upstairs. I hope no one uses it when I'm gone.
If anybody does, it won't be one of ours, so I don't.
No, I just don't want to leave them hanging, and I walk away.
Percy just kind of nods with a grin. Just kind of.
I put him
You
in the dunce
dunced him,
corner.
didn't you?
Yeah, I dunced him.
Yep. You dunced them. Solid. Worth it.
Go fuck yourself, Jesse. I'm looking at
Like,
you.
was it worth it?
Can Bess
Yes.
wander to find where Sam and Six are?
Yeah, so while they're reading, you guys, the commander, suggests, perhaps Percival and I should wait up front. He kind of like, because you guys step out into the main hall, and you can hear, the chittering of hordes of ratlings outside, and he kind of peeks out through the front. Perhaps we should wait up here and make sure nothing enters, and we can keep these two with us. Speaking of Elora and the king, possibly. Why don't you two go look for the others?
Sounds like a good plan to
We'll meet
me.
you back up here.
I'm going to look that way, and I point at a wall. and
Percival,
walk
if you'd
off.
prefer to go look as well, I can hold the front.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you guys set the two down, and he kind of just like takes up a sneaky position up front, just kind of watching through the hole in the front door that you guys left there a while ago.
Is
And-
that for?
Go ahead.
I look back.
Do you know thaumaturgy?
Yeah, I know.
There were two answers in one word.
I know prestidigitation.
I
Does
know,
anybody
I know, I
thaumaturgy?
know. Me.
Can you cast that on somebody else?
Can I cast that on someone else?
Yes, you can
I don't-
cast its effects on somebody
Yes!
else.
I can
Nice.
cast this on someone else.
I look at Light and say, I have an idea, and if it works, we get out of here. If it doesn't, all the rats know where we are.
I'd rather not take that risk without knowing what it is.
Damn. I was gonna make my voice really loud and tell them that Zimmer's passed.
I mean, they already know we're here. I hate to
They
admit
know
it.
that we're meeting with Zimmer, and if we just walk out, they think we made a deal.
Maybe. I don't know how much they know, or if they know anything, if they're smart enough to
I don't know if they're
Hang
smart
on.
enough to not do it.
But
How
they
about the
already
flare
know we're
gun?
here. Giving away our position isn't exactly, well, that's already done, so...
Six isn't
Why
there.
don't you have me talk to
In
them
non-commander
rat?
fashion, he says, fuck it.
Do you want me to talk to them in rat?
I like
instead?
it.
Why don't you
Oh.
call out and rat? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
Or
What do you want me to say?
maybe do that when you come back with the other two.
Oh, yeah. Good timing is everything.
Okay. So you guys eventually go off. You search for the other two, and you eventually find Zimmer's room. And you see the two of them kind of hunched over a small leather-bound book. And as you approach, you see that there's actually a couple of drops of blood that have hit the pages of the book that are just kind of coming off of Sam, and he seems to be paying no mind to them. And Six is kind of back there, looking a little concerned, but you get the idea. You get the feeling that Six hasn't been able to reach Sam, or he hasn't tried, or maybe he thinks it's no use. But
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do
Bess, you
a
recognize
level.
you recognize many high level and some moderate to low level many spell components on the tables in this room, and a dozen more of those. And Zelfer, immediately you see a dozen more of those octarine vials.
How many are there?
A dozen.
I want all of them.
Sure.
Do I recognize any of them? Do I recognize the book that they're holding?
Mm,
Like
you
as
you
Zimmer's
don't
journal?
recognize the book itself, but it like the way it's leather brown and scratched up. It seems like you would know this is probably he used to keep books like this. So you don't recognize it as his personal journal or anything, but you know that this is very much Zimmer fashion.
Cool. I would like to gather as much of the as many of the no, first I'm gonna heal Sam. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds
Can
at
that be
level 2
resisted?
for him.
Can it be resisted? There's no. You could move away. It's a touch. So as soon as you feel her touching you, you could try to move away or shove her off.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Moving away.
Okay. Not violently. You're just gonna. As soon as you feel her touching you, you're just gonna move.
I mean, the spell is instantaneous. Would it still work?
Yeah, actually. They're in there. Yeah.
He wouldn't let her touch him.
So basically, you approach from behind. He gives you like a quick glance and tries to move away from you.
I shrug and go to gather the high-level spell ingredients he has.
Okay. While Zelfer is gathering up the octarine vials, you gather up about 200 gold worth of spell components.
Cool. Thank you. Bess would say to Six, what's going on over here?
Looking for anything good in the old laboratory, bedroom, library, whatever this room.
I kind of meant with Sam. Is he good?
He's real quiet.
Sam?
I think he needs a little.
Sam wouldn't respond to anyone.
We can test to see if he's alive and hold his nose closed, and if he starts breathing out his mouth, he's
Well, he
alive.
already heard me when I tried to help him.
Does Sam respond to that?
Sam, are you mad at me?
I'm typing something. Sam still just doesn't answer.
I reach forward towards your nose.
He evades it.
But by evading it, you're getting closer to Bess.
They got you like flanked.
He leaves
Beth
the
looks
room.
up and says, "Are you mad at me, Sam?"
As you ask this, are you taking the book?
No, I'll leave it.
He sets the book down and just starts to walk away.
I pick up the book.
Okay.
Sam might need a little time. He went through some stuff back.
Okay. Are you examining the book, Bess, or?
Yes.
Okay. Make an Arcana check. And are you trying to sit here and read it for some time, or are you just flitting through, trying to get the general idea?
I'll flit through for now, but I would like to hold on to it and maybe put it in
Okay.
my pocket or something.
Given you're learned in this is your thing, and you're familiar with Zimmer, even though you rolled lower than Sam, I'll say you get about the same.
Okay.
Given your history. You get the idea that he was coming up with a new school of magic, which you, as somebody who is practiced in this sort of in magic and is familiar with the schools, and something like this hasn't been done in millennia. Creating a new school of magic, almost any spell that anyone's ever created, creating magic, creating spells is not unheard of. Only usually you have to be quite powerful or very ingenious to do so, but creating an entire school of your own magic, most of the time other spells that are created can fit into the others. If he's trying to create his own school, then this is something extremely new. This is something out there. And you get the same kind of info. It's gistomancy. Gather has something to do with these octarine vials. And you also read the parts about how he's trying to prove himself. He's trying to redeem himself, etc., etc.
Does it mention what the octarine is? Or, what gistomancy is? Do I gain any knowledge from that from skimming for now?
From skimming, no.
Okay.
But perhaps upon further reading and closer digest, you could gain something.
Cool. I would then say 6 and Zelfer.
Percy's there as well.
Percy, well, the commander is waiting for us. Should we gather Sam and then get out of here?
Sure. Sounds like a good plan to me.
I believe so. Let's do it.
Alright, I mean, what do I have to lose?
Your sister?
What do you mean?
That is something to lose. Okay.
Crazy, Zelfie. You actually have material wealth now.
Material? Did you just call my sister material?
I mean, everybody's material.
Two of it.
That sounds...
I poke him. I say if you weren't material, you wouldn't be pokeable. Prove me wrong.
Zelfer nods and walks ahead.
Good. Good talk.
Cool. All right.
There's a moment of Zelfer kind of looking up at the sky going,
Okay. Are you guys trying to follow after Sam, or are you heading back to the front?
I will head out. I am going to look over at Sam and go, we'll be at the front, I guess.
As you guys leave the room, you catch him. Sam, where are you going? Just away?
Yeah.
Okay, you just see him walking down a hall, just away. You catch a glimpse as he rounds a corner, and you allow, we'll be at the front. And you guys make your way to the front. reconvene with the commander, who is still kind of watching through the hole. And he informs you, there's a lot of them.
But there's more of us.
Either we have to find a way to sneak out, perhaps through one of the old escape tunnels, or we can try to escape through an escape tunnel, or hopefully your plan works too.
Yeah, we can talk to them. I can talk to them. I can say whatever we want to say because I can speak rat. Because I used to be a rat. Did you know I used to be a rat?
I've heard.
Or, second option. One of us runs distraction and the other of us book it like that.
Sounds like a suicide mission.
I wasn't quite phrased it like that.
It's a sacrifice someone will be willing to make.
I say we try Bess's idea, and then secret tunnels. And Commander, I'd like to talk to you, Captain. Aye aye.
Right. Well, there's much to discuss, but where's Sam?
That's what I'd like to talk to you about.
Yep, I'm replying.
You almost said yes in your captain voice.
It's not captain, but okay.
I know that.
Oh,
He got
Captain,
demoted.
Captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I love calling him Captain because Zelfer honestly doesn't really care about the difference.
What is
He
he
probably
again?
doesn't even know the
Lieutenant?
difference.
Zelfer's a smart man. Creature.
Thing.
You half right.
Jason Derulo.
Nice.
So,
Where to? Oh,
Where are you?
so we're trying
And I'm so sorry.
we're trying to convince them first that we can pass.
yes. Step one is convince him to pass.
And if that doesn't work,
Escape tunnels.
all right.
Are we
And-
asking nicely, or are we telling them how many of their comrades we killed?
I wouldn't do that one.
Yeah, probably pass.
I would probably
big-
say something.
big
What?
pass.
How would Zimmer say it? What would Zimmer say?
Oh,
Oh,
He
You
goes,
stupid
a
rat."
deal has been made. Allow them to pass, or something like that.
a deal has
would
been
Bess
made.
know the best way to imitate what Zimmer would say?
Sort of. You would know that it would be commanding and to the point.
What if they say none shall pass at us? Do we have a follow-up plan?
You dare go against the direct orders of your lord and save Zimmer?
Well, did we ever hear him communicate with them? Do we know how he gave them orders?
With his mouth.
Would Bess know from being from her
No,
history?
because he didn't have a
No.
rat army until after you were separated from him.
Zelfer would.
Zelfer, what now?
Zelfer would know. He talked to the rats while in the room with me and Zelfer.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, you would know that they are. He would just give rats. He would just tell rats what to do.
I did with his mouth.
Yeah, with his mouth. Yeah, but he
That's
would.
exact.
He would speak. Yeah, no, you're right. But he would use the rat tongue.
Oh, he'd speak in rat, like this, and I try not to insult Bess's mother. Well,
Oh.
mimicking rat. Well, mimicking rat speak. I try not to insult her, but I would like to make chittering noises.
Does he say anything?
Make the chittering noises.
I can't. I have too much saliva.
Okay.
Blake does produce one hell of a lot of
Hey, Blake,
saliva.
just for fun, roll a d6.
I will fucking roll a d6 if you make me. If I don't have to make chittering noises.
Okay. He doesn't say any words. He more so just expresses the emotion, or rather the feeling of hunger.
No.
Damn, bitches be hungry.
Are you hungry?
No, are you?
A little. for cheese?
I believe there's a lot of rats in there. We could
No,
barbecue.
no.
Oh.
Let's. Wait, where is Sam coming with us, or are we playing? Are we starting this without him now?
I don't know. Sam seems a little confused. Well, I think he was.
Angie.
I honestly think Sam was ready to betray us.
Really?
Oh, 100%.
It seemed like a very cunning plan to me.
I was hoping it was a cunning plan.
Mine was a cunning plan that involved me dying.
That's not very cunning.
Have you
That's
ever
also not allowed.
like, poo. It's like, I can fix this, guys, and then I die.
Well, we can't just leave Sam.
I don't need
Well-
any martyrs right now.
The question is not if we're leaving Sam. It's if Sam is leaving us.
But we're the people doing the leaving.
Not if Sam's not upstairs anymore. If Sam doesn't want to be part of this group, if he is upset with himself for thinking he's not supposed to be a good leader, that's up to Mr. Sam to decide. We can't force him. Sam's entire morals were just shook to its core.
I suppose.
I mean,
6, what do you propose?
I think he's going to need some time. I think he's going to decide on his own. And I think we'll see him again if and when he's ready for it.
and I think that I plan on surviving at least for another few days.
I think we all do on that front.
I'm
I
glad.
appreciate it.
So, Mr. Commander Captain,
Yes.
let's go forth with our game plan and hope that we all live.
I don't like the thought of leaving him behind regardless of what he
If you
almost
can,
did. but-
if you can convince him, be my guest. He wouldn't even look at us.
You were the only person who reached him when he was talking when we were with Zimmer.
I mean, I can try, but to
You can certainly try.
be frank, I'm pretty fucking mad at him right now.
I thought you were light.
I thought your name was Captain.
You're all incorrect.
Mr. Captain,
Commander.
how
Fine.
mad?
Commander Captain.
How mad does he seem about me calling him Captain?
He doesn't seem like actually mad. Like you can tell that like he's like half just kind of playing along, but he seems just more exasperated. Like after that battle and everything that just happened, he's just ready to fucking. He's not in the mood for games.
Oh, Zelfer's nothing but a game. I don't want to leave my friend behind either.
Well, then let's go
But-
get him.
We have to accept the fact that he might not consider us friends anymore.
So what? We leave him here to rot? I don't
there's-
trust. He's a strong individual, but I don't know that he'd be able to make it out of here on his own.
I don't know. If he wants to come with us, he comes with us. I, gesturing to all the open wounds on my body, am not in any place to fight that. Nor will I. So
Well.
if he doesn't want to come, he's not going to come. Because unless he's directly attacking us, I will not raise my blade against him.
Well, you don't have a blade, but
I pull out a dagger.
I pull up my dagger.
I see you're ready to go. Let's go look for
You
him.
want
I
my dagger?
suppose.
I just smile.
Me?
Does anyone want this?
No, that's yours.
I have my own, thank you.
Yours is bigger than mine. I put it away and kind of pout.
He smiles just a little bit. Get used to it.
I kind of look at him and go, "Do you really want to have this contest?"
He looks.
Enough.
He
Wait.
kind of squints back. Not here.
I lean in close to whispering. Remember, I was built. And I start walking in the direction of Sam.
You guys don't hear him say that, but you see the commander just kind of put one hand to his head a little bit and kind of rub his temple. But there's a faint smile. Let's go find Sam. We'll give him a chance to come with us. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Now hold on. How would you respond to someone saying that to you in real life?
Remember, I was built.
What a statement to make!
You lose. You lose. Okay. Jesse, do you
Where
mind if
we
I give
all
that to
going?
you via voice rather than text?
Kind of.
A little bit. Okay. Then here's what's gonna happen. You guys are going to spend the commander, and you guys kind of walk through the castle a bit, trying to figure out where Sam went. It takes you a good 5 minutes or so. Eventually, you hear some shuffling from within one of the libraries. The larger one, where what? Go ahead.
But Bess would stay behind with the unconscious people,
Right.
so they're not alone.
Good call. You eventually come across, you hear some shuffling from within the larger library, the one where, Big Spidey's, if you will recall. The commander kind of slowly pulls out a blade. That's either something to kill or him.
I hold my hand out aggressively. I'm hoping for the latter. And yes, I do say it with D's instead of T's.
Okay.
I'm smart, he says, not being smart.
Right now, Zelver's just trying to make the commander.
All right. He just goes to open the door. There's a Sam. You hear of the door opening into the room you're in.
Without looking up, he would say, "Go ahead without me. I'll catch you."
He looks to the rest of you guys. That answers my question.
As the door opens, though, I use prestidigitation to make confetti. It kind of sparkles in the air.
Okay. I'm sorry. I need to type something to Jesse. If you guys will give me like 30 seconds here, so we can.
You have 25.
Okay.
1,000.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to type with you counting in my ear.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Never mind.
Yeah, we're not quite. Well, just give me one moment here to type this out.
1,000.
You know what? Fuck it, Jesse. I'm just gonna take you to Secret Secrets. Because these guys are fucks.
Don'tsa.
Okay. What you would find, or it would be some not quite official accounts, more so like imagine the opinion section of the newspaper, some accounts of historical references referring to first your brother, who was known as he was the brains. He was methodical, courageous, but not quite as courageous as you. And in general, what you could find within a 14 investigation and the little time you've had is after you were gone, he was, it seems he was stern but fair, very, very fair above all things. And that's the gist of what you can get about him. Is setting up a new city. And you knew this too. You knew him personally. You knew that he was a very fair and kind of he was methodical. He would think things over for a long time before making any serious decision about anything. And he was always looking for the opinions of his people and the opinions of his most trusted counselors. Anybody that aided him in decision making, he would always consider all of them very strongly. Your son, however, was a bit more, I don't want to say foolhardy, but he was courageous almost to a fault, where a big idea would be presented to him and he would say, fuck it, let's just do it. This if it seemed like it would be good for the sake of the city, he would do it. And every now and then it would kind of backfire, and every now and then it would work out quite well. I'm trying to give you information. I'm not quite sure exactly what you're looking for, still, but basically, let me read what you said again. How they acted, what they did. Yeah. So your brother, basically, he set up the foundations of Direwood. He very slowly and carefully plotted out the land and the established contact with other cities, and basically had Direwood known as a location, as an official place, followed by your son, who taking after you a little bit, courageously. He was a fighter. He wanted to take on the world. He wanted to expand. He wanted his people to have the best lives. He was very idealistic, and sometimes took things too far. In that, maybe some people were punished a bit too harshly for their crimes, and some people were, sometimes situations were dealt with a bit too heavy of a hand. But in general, based off what you remember of them and what you can read, and everything they did, they tried to do their best for the city and for the people. That was the main thing. Does that mostly at least answer your question? Kind of?
To an extent, yeah.
It's kind of difficult.
Sam is.
Go ahead.
What was that?
Oh, rhythm was just being funky, so reset it.
Oh.
Sam is.
He's in like a very serious moral conundrum.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to figure out what to do, basically.
Right. Yeah. Well, here, I'm going to take us back, because the commander is going to attempt to speak with you. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that, guys.
What gamer gesture is that?
So, as Sam calls out to just go without him, the commander kind of looks to all of you and enters the library.
I take a step into the library and go on to the commander's right, like a Power Ranger would. Kind of like ready, like standing near him, got his back.
Yeah. He gives you a
Glancing
nod.
around in the library, is there an erotica section?
Upon first glance, no.
Right.
How about second
All right.
glance?
Though it's quite dark in here.
I have dark vision. That helps.
It's still only like low light.
All right.
Reading.
I'm just going to take a look around and,
Look for
observe
erotica.
the library and listen to what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, it is a 2-level, dark, cobweb-stricken, large room. Here's maybe like 15 to 20 feet by 50 feet. There's like a long rectangle with many ladders and other things propped up. A lot of rubble and dust as well from just years of not being cared for. But the commander, with whoever follows him, approaches you, Sam. Sam, it's time to go.
As soon as he would step up, he would just say, "Leave late."
I'm not
The room
leaving
gets
without
dark.
an heir to the throne.
You have one.
I have many, but I don't know what's going to happen next, and I need you there for it. Direwood needs you there for it. Sitting in here and wallowing in whatever you're wallowing in isn't going to help anything or anyone.
Direwood's never needed me. Then he picks up the next book.
Mm-hmm. Direwood's never needed you more. You've seen what it's become. We need every able body we can. We can muster, that is. And you're one of the most. You care the most. Without you, I don't know what's going to happen next. And frankly, I'm afraid of it.
Perhaps I care too much.
Maybe so.
My caring the most made me betray my friends. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation that is.
You betrayed them, yet here they are. If they can forgive you, maybe you can forgive yourself, even for now. Just for now, to help us with whatever is about to happen next. The people of Direwood are panicked and in danger. The city itself in turmoil. Whatever feelings you have toward your actions, whatever feelings I have toward your actions, don't matter as much as helping those who need it. If you feel you need to make amends with them, you're not going to do that by leaving. Because it seems to me like they're willing to let you do that. We'll wait at the front for 5 more minutes. If you're not there by then, don't bother coming back. But if you are, the Cloaked Rangers will accept you, as we always have, regardless of what just happened. He turns away. He looks to the rest of the party. You guys gonna say anything or do anything?
Mr. Sam.
He seems to just be reading.
Mr. Sam!
You should probably just say what you're gonna say.
I kind of get in close and in close. You did what you thought was right, and that's admirable. And I stand up and walk out.
Okay. If there's anything else anyone else would like to say, cool. Otherwise, the party exits. Yes?
Sam?
Okay.
For what
Hold
it's
it,
worth,
check your Discord.
Yes, ma'am.
Sexy.
you've always done what you thought was best for Direwood. All of the time. Every decision. I think it would be best if you came back with us now, so you could follow your pattern. You're a good man.
Okay. Assuming Sam continues to stand there reading. You get that he probably heard you, but there's no response, it seems. And as you guys exit, Sam, are you going to stand there and continue?
Check Discord.
Okay.
He's really good at this.
Yeah. Okay. As the commander walks out, 5 minutes, Sam. And he walks out. And the rest of you guys make your way back to the front, where Bess is reading away at this new tome. Is there anything you guys would like to do or say during the 5 minutes you wait?
I will start talking about how Sir Isaac Newton is my hero.
So no, okay.
What do I read?
Yes, that's what I was gonna get to. Just wanted to make sure there was anything else. Bess, what you read is of you start to learn more about like in the beginning you learn more about the foundations of this gistomancy, which is wild and deals with things you've never even heard of. It's based on this it is based on the use of a component called phlogiston, which you may have heard of once in a very abstract reading. As you continue to read, Zimmer describes it as the very fabric, the essence of immaterial outside of our existence, yet within it at the same time. It is something that normally cannot enter our realm, something that cannot enter the sphere of reality that we live within. And he is trying to essentially duplicate it, recreate it in such a way that it can stably remain. And you gather that the vials are phlogiston, or at least Zimmer's best attempts at recreating phlogiston. And though you only have about 5 minutes here, you do gather that there are some very unpredictable things about it, but thus far, when phlogiston makes contact with our realm, with the air, and is not kept in a secured container, there are a few things it most often does, which is burst into flames or expands existing flames. It petrifies material and people. It sucks the oxygen away. It can cause random teleportations, or sometimes it just stabilizes and becomes like an oily, slippery, octarine-colored substance.
So it's like an unpredictable black hole that sets things on fire sometimes?
Kind of.
Okay.
But he is trying to make it more predictable.
Ah,
And
okay.
that's what these vials are, because this is not phlogiston in reality. It is his best attempt at making phlogiston, which is supposed to be impossible.
Wild magic goopy guy.
Not
Wait,
quite
would
not
I
quite wild
match
magic.
the phlogiston as described in his book to the copy that was melted?
It is of the same. It is of the, yeah. It seems similar. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
5 more minutes pass, and the commander sighs. I guess that means it's time for us to go. As Sam rounds the corner.
I saw him.
Right up.
And away we go. I say,
Yeah.
rounding up the troops.
Yeah. The commander doesn't acknowledge you. He looks at you, Sam. You make eye contact for just a moment, and he doesn't say anything. He says, "All right, thaumaturgy it is."
Okay, what am I saying again?
I think you would know best. Though maybe it would make more sense for a male voice.
I don't speak rat.
Let me see.
Neither do I.
Maybe you could try to
Who
make yourself
is-
sound like a rat instead. As in, don't pose as Zimmer, but pose as a rat, commanding the rest.
Me?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can someone use prestidigitation to make her voice?
Okay, first off, Jesse, you're wrong. Just gotta say that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
My answer was the only right answer.
I
Yeah,
cannot
if
say
we're going
that.
by wrong answers.
That would not. I cannot use prestidigitation for that. I apologize.
Would I know of any ways to change my voice?
Magically, there are certain spells that disguise you where you take on the voice as well, I believe. Other than that, just training and replicating other people's voices is possible. But you don't recall any spells specifically for changing voices.
Okay, I'm just gonna be myself a rat then. I will say in rat, it has been commanded to let them pass. And
Okay.
then boom that in rat out the door.
Alright, you hear these chitterings and squeaks echo throughout the large plaza outside the castle and in through the city. Make a persuasion check. Make a deception check.
No. I won't.
Okay.
Oh.
You hear it echo throughout, and some of the chittering, you wait a moment, you can hear some of the chittering start to die down outside. And the commander's looking out. They're moving away, though I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
That should be a good thing. Did they say anything back to me?
Through the cacophony of chitters and squeaks you can hear outside, you don't really... You hear some acknowledgments of like, you know, we heard, we hear, command, but...
I say we go now and get the fuck out while we can.
Alright, let's go, but don't do any sudden movements. We have to move deliberately, okay?
Alright, and the
I
commander scoops up Alora.
I get all my sudden movement out before we leave.
Zelfer just starts twitching all over. He
He's
seizes.
holding what he's seizing.
Oh god.
Sam
Get the
summons
wiggles
the
out.
farmer.
Okay.
I put
Get
the
the-
king on my shoulders, not gently.
Yeah.
Oops.
He's not heavy either. I mean, he's not light either. He's quite heavy. So there's like a. All right.
All right, let's go.
You guys exit the castle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, what they said.
You make your way out of Castle Dire and head for the nearest exit. As you do so, once again, you feel yourselves being watched and you hear rats surrounding you in droves. but none attack you.
I don't speak.
I nod and say, "All hail Zimmer."
There's a general tense silence as you guys make your way to the exit. And as soon as you make it out, about 10, 20, 30 feet, you continue to look back. You can see rats kind of guarding-ish or flitting around the entrance. And the commander lets out a sigh of relief. As you can see the Cloaked Rangers outpost and then the headquarters some miles off. I suppose it's time to return. And you guys make it, let's see, it's about 2 or 3 as you make it out. So you guys spend the next few hours walking to the Cloaked Rangers headquarters. And upon arrival, the gates are open for you. And as the sun is, it is not quite setting, but dusk is setting in. You guys walk inside with your 2 new rescues. And Ravina and Reginald approach you guys. And Ravina comes up and looks at the commander and says, "Well, how'd it go? Is everyone out?" And she looks at all you guys just like battered and bloody, and she goes, "Oh my,
Drinks are on you.
yeah."
Please
maybe.
wake up my sister.
What?
I point
A
to the
simple
body.
dispel magic, I believe, should work.
I'll see if anyone in medbay knows how to do that. And she rushes off. And Reginald, well, it's been some time. Looks like
you're
you all
alive.
had your fair share of battle today.
Would I have
Oh.
met Reginald as a person?
I look at
No.
him. Whom the fuck are you?
He's looking at 6. Who the fucketh are you?
Me?
You don't recognize my friends?
No, I recall you with a
How hard did you get hit,
Wolfman.
man?
And
Are you okay? I look into his eyeballs.
wasn't one of you a wolf?
Man.
Yeah, one of you was like a bear.
I turned to Zelfer and I shrug.
Big
What?
jolly guy.
What do you? No,
The
man.
fact that 6 doesn't remember Hawk.
Oh no, I'm sure he remembers.
It's
He's
displeasing.
fucking with Reggie right now. Make a deception
Come on,
check,
man.
6.
Right, Jason just doing a Jason thing.
Yeah, no, 6 is fucking with Reggie. Do you need me to make the deception check? Oh, nope, there it is. Okay. You let just the slightest bit of a smile out as you're saying this. And he goes, "Uh-huh. Well, nice to see some of you for the first time. 6, I understand you and your friends did me a great service, and I owe you my life. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to call on me."
Your
Can you
life,
wake up my
I'd say
sister?
killing him.
Yeah.
Can you wake up my sister?
Not with
Tell you
magic.
My mummy.
Well, I mean, yes.
As in, I do not know of any such magic.
We think the spell dispel magic will work to wake her up.
I'm not a caster.
Why not?
I hit things with my sword. Quite well, in
Prove-
fact.
Prove it.
He pulls out
Percy
a
nods
long
and says,
sword.
"Cheers to that."
Is he not questioning who I am at all?
You guys are with 6?
Oh,
Percy nods and says, "Amen" when he says the sword thing.
This is the crew. You know, people come, people go.
I must have been hit in the head quite hard to not remember. What about... Wasn't his name Hawk?
It's all right, Reggie.
I know you're
Hawk was
the guy.
was the Wolfman.
You're the guy I sacrificed my life to the Sphinx for. Man, that was a bad decision. As I walk past him.
He puts the sword away and goes, "Wait, what? And you guys continue.
Oof.
Yeah. The commander says, I'll speak with all of you later. I need to go have a strong drink and a nap.
Wait,
Amen
where
to
did you
that.
put Alora?
Oh, I'll bring her to the med bay and then have a strong drink and a nap. So you guys all head to the med bay. Do you set the king down in one of the beds?
Flop, yes.
You kind of just poof, bring, as
Do
he
it on the
bounces off the bed.
ground.
And he gently sets Alora down. And Ravina is already there. She brings over an elven woman who says, I can give it a shot. I
Do.
haven't tried with her yet, but I'll do my best.
Thank you.
And the commander says, come see me in my office if you need me, otherwise I'll find you. And then he leaves the room. And as he gets to the door, he looks back and says, and Ravina, and she looks to him, that large man may be the king. If he is, don't let Percy kill him or take him. Ravina looks kind of stunned. Okay, and the commander leaves.
I okayed him brought here. I'm not gonna kill him until we find out who the fuck he is for sure.
Ravina kind of nods slowly. Okay. The elven woman says, now, I can only do this once today. Who would you like for me to attempt?
My sister.
She looks to the rest of you. Which one is that?
The woman.
I would hope not my father.
No offense, I just wanted to. I kind of have a lot of questions.
Okay, right. If we're all in agreement, I can attempt to dispel any magics on that one.
Yeah, give it a try.
Sure. Okay. She kind of kneels down and gently places a hand on Alora's head, and she's going to attempt to dispel the magic. Okay. You see white glow coming from her hand, and it seeps into Alora's forehead. And Alora very slowly her eyes start to like flit open a little bit. And she kind of looks around, not moving. And the elven woman says, "Hello, welcome back. You're in the headquarters of the Cloaked Rangers, and there's some people that I think will be talking to you. Goodbye." And she gets up and kind of walks over to the other end of the room to tend to a wounded
I
Cloaked
ask,
Ranger.
did you see the driver of the other carriage?
What? I don't.
Hi.
There was. What? She kind of she blinks a lot and starts to sit up.
I let
What
Zelfer
was
take
your
over.
name again? Alora?
How far are we from Ustaria?
Yup.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You know where Direwood is?
You're in Direwood.
She blinks a few times. Direwood.
If I had to classify it as a distance, it'd be hella.
Why am I not dead then?
Alora, what's the last thing that you remember?
There was I was gathering. I was at the market, and I was buying some bread, and then I started walking home, and something stung my neck.
Is that when you stole the jewelry?
Shut up, Six.
I look at. I
That's
actually,
okay.
for the first time ever, Zelfer glares at Six.
I don't remember any jewelry, but
Don't listen to what he
Something-
says. He's
something hit my neck, and I'm here now.
okay.
Does she have a spot on her?
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
visible?
You take a close look, and you see like she actually kind of brings her hand up and kind of grits her teeth and rubs her neck, and you take a close look, and there is like a small like a prick, like a little needle mark, a small circular incision of some kind.
A dart.
Are you thirsty or hungry at all, Laura?
I'm starving. Oh, my bread!
Starving.
And she starts kind of like patting herself. Where's my bread?
I have
I'll
bad
be
news
right
about
back
the
with
bread.
your bread.
My father's gonna be very upset if I don't bring home
I
the bread.
have
How long
bad
have I?
news about the bread.
I have questions that take precedence currently.
But my
True.
father.
Perhaps, first of all,
This
Samuel?
Laura?
we should take our leave.
Yeah, let's.
Wait, who are you? Did you
Look at
take
me.
me?
Hey, look at me.
She looks at you, kind
Do I
of
look-
panicked.
Do I look familiar to you?
Not at all. What are you?
That's hurtful.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I just
Okay, my name
the
is
skin
Zelfa.
tone.
And you go, you're gonna say coincidence. My father's name is Zelfa, correct?
Right.
Well, when I was a child, I was stolen and turned into a Simic hybrid.
Her eyes widen.
Percival and company, or just Percival would leave at this point.
When
Mhm.
someone says your name, it hurts my head. I have no memories of my past life. I have been told that you are my sister. And nice to meet you, and I extend my hand.
And like some of you have those little you have those wings.
Yeah, my little Manda.
Your little Manda rings kind of stick out, and she looks. Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
She, as you extend your hand, her eyes are wide, and she extends hers, and she touches your hand.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Roll a wisdom save.
That's what I expected. No, hold on. Question: if I fail this, is there a chance I can die?
Maybe.
Okay, you can see my health.
Okay. You're going to take some psychic damage.
Now, how much is the question?
We're
And I'll
about
tell
to
you
find
if I
out.
live. Is there enough dice to kill me?
Let's see. For direct, I have to go back to my notes for exactly how much damage this would be. You've already been giving her name, so that removes one die. You've already spoken with her. Not a lot, actually. Not a lot.
Oh, thank God.
5 psychic damage.
I survive.
Okay, so her hand touches you, and she sees you like wince in pain. She like pulls back.
Oh, that's not normal, is it?
Tell me something only Zulad would know.
That's my name. I don't have any memories of that. My life was I was taken, and I believe I'm high elf of descent. I was taken. I was forced to do a lot of bad things, and I kind of turn and lift up my shirt to show her my heavily scarred back with all the rules written down it.
You see her like uncomfortably kind of wiggle to the back of the bed and put her
I kinda turn
She
back.
sits up and puts her back to the wall and crosses her arms and is giving you a hell of a look.
I have no memory of my life prior to this. All I know is you were taken to give me a reason to join an enemy. Because I want to know who I was. And by taking you, he provided me with answers. However, we decided to kill him and save you.
Why? Why would he? I don't. What's going on?
Man was trying to take over Direwood. And,
Direwood's destroyed.
welcome to Direwood. I am the Royal Mage. Zelfa. Zulad?
Well,
Zulad.
how long ago
Zulad.
does
What?
your memory stop?
Well, I am currently. Give me a second. I don't know my own age. I am currently 26 years old. My life starts as probably when I was. Let me think. Zelfa kind of leans back and like just actually starts to think heavily. Well, I pull up my own character sheet. That's because I don't have all my backstory is not on Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
I have it on D&D Beyond, which the only thing I had open on D&D Beyond was Sir Isaac Newton.
God damn it.
You can go to someone else while I do it.
Well, I think the rest. What is everybody else doing after you give him some space? What are you guys doing? It is the sun is beginning to set.
It's drink time.
Drink time.
Sam would have gone to his room and prayed.
Okay, so Sam breaks off from you guys. The rest of you go into the mess hall. Maybe have dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eggs. Oh wait, no. Zelfer's not here.
After you've been sitting there for a good 15 minutes, you've gotten some meager stew. It's not all that great. The commander shows up in the room. Most of the cloaked rangers are here. What remains of them? The room is maybe half full or so. You know it's not everybody, but you still have to be guarded outside. He enters, and he addresses the entire room. If I could have your attention, please. And everybody stops talking and looks to him. A great victory has been won today. And in honor of that victory, a toast. And he pulls out 2 large bottles. And everybody, yeah! And like a morale immediately boosted. Cups, like small cups, like shot glasses, are kind of passed out throughout the room. And he comes over to you guys and pulls out a smaller bottle from like within his armor. This is the good stuff. And he pours you each a shot. He pours one for himself.
Downs it without even thinking.
Zelfer is not there.
Oh yeah, this is in that mess hall.
You're still figuring out how long ago you were taken.
I found my stuff.
Okay.
So I'm ready whenever.
So yeah, this is just happening while you're talking to her. You hear like a distant yeah from the other room. But you're all given a shot of what something is presumably nice, and within a few minutes, the 2 large bottles are poured as equally as they can be. Everybody gets like a shot and a half, except for you guys. You can have like a double.
Nice.
And he raises his own to the rest of the cloaked rangers, not knowing that this is something completely different he's drinking. He got the good stuff. And he looks to you guys. I was about to... He kind of leans down and whispers as everybody's looking at him. I was about to say to the bronze toads, but can we call you something else?
No.
Why would
If
you
you
want
feel
to?
it's best.
Never mind. And he stands up. To the heroes of Direwood, the bronze toads. And everybody laughs a little bit and holds up their drinks. Yeah! And they slam them down and everybody takes their shot. And you hear some people going, ah! And other people going, ah, that's good. And there's a mix of reactions to the liquor. And
6 stands with his shot glass and says, "To the brave men and women of the watch." And,
you hear, the room erupts and here, and everybody, finish. If the people who only drink like a half, like finish the other half.
Good.
All right, so you guys have this nice moment in the mess hall as the commander. You see him smile, and he sits down to chat with you guys. Zelfer, we'll continue with you.
13 years ago. So 13 years is when my new memories pick up. The only thing I remember is a hum.
Her eyes widen as you start to hum the tune.
It's constant here. It never leaves. It's just over and over and over again.
And she like leaps forward and hugs you.
Does that hurt?
Your brain, it's like a sudden surge of headache, but you're not gonna take any damage. It's tense. It's like a very sudden and intense migraine that slowly starts to dissipate. And she's just holding you. And she's holding you, and she begins to cry into your shoulder.
I pat her on the back and go, "I don't really know what to do with embracing, but I will try my best for you."
And she is.
And I hug her very uncomfortably.
and she says, in between tears, "Do you know what that is?"
It is noises that constantly replay in my head, constantly.
That's our mom's song. She made it herself, and she would hum it to us every night before we went to bed.
No.
And she just sits. She just hugs you,
I hug her back.
and she says, "What happened?"
Well, you see, I woke up in a body that wasn't really my own.
Do you remember the owl?
What?
The owl. The bird, the strange bird that we were chasing. Before you went missing.
The first thing I remember is a bright light and a name being shouted at me that wasn't my own, and then the torture.
She kind of like pulls back from the hug a bit. I don't know what to. I'm so sorry.
Don't we?
We need to get you back to Hysteria. I mean, it'll kill Mother to see you like this, but it's really you.
Here's the thing. I want to go home, but I will have to talk to my friends and decide if will they accept me as I am. As I blink at her.
And she notices the reverse blink, and she's Father will find it hard to believe. Mother will. I could probably convince her, though it'll. Maybe we hide the scars.
Oh, I mean, those don't exactly go away. I can do magic though. That's pretty cool.
You were always the smart one. I'm not surprised.
You want to come with me and celebrate?
Celebrate what?
Oh, we just saved this town from utter demise.
I want to go home.
But I want to celebrate found family with my friends before I decide what happens next. Plus, they're going to be the reason that we can get you home because they can supply us with the horses.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I stand up. I look at her. Am I the older sibling here? I ask.
You really don't remember?
I would love to be filled in, but
I guess I'll tell you everything. Little brother.
all right then. After you. I can legally drink. And no offense, I think I kind of need one.
Right. Maybe me too. I'm starving.
Drink isn't gonna help with that.
As I guide her in
Okay.
to the hall, and I look at Six as I walk in. And
Tilt my shot glass to you.
and there's tears in Zelfer's eyes, and he goes, "I have a home."
Ooh.
A second one now. You've always had a home with us.
But Six, I have a life before now. I can find myself again.
Of course.
Best tackle Zelfer in a hug.
Zelfer, walk back.
He's starting to get used to hugs. He's learning.
He will be Braxton 2.0.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I kind of finishing the hugs. I stand on a table and get everyone in the room's attention.
You have their attention.
Hello, people. All of you.
Everybody's kind of awkwardly looking at you. Yeah.
I kind of raise my glass. I wasn't here for the original toasts, as you are already drinking.
There's some laughter.
Here's to a home. I look around. Friends. I gesture to my friends. And to Alora. And family. May all of us prosper in this new events. Except... Nah, there's no need to be mean anymore. I love you all. Let us get fucked up.
And everybody finishes their drinks.
And I look over to Light and go, aye, aye, Captain. And I get down off the table.
He smiles and sighs. Well,
I will walk over towards him as well.
Alora kind of just awkwardly like stands and waits, and then you sit next to the commander.
I kind of look down at the ground and look at him. Do you need me here?
Absolutely.
May I at least go home for a bit?
I suppose you could.
I didn't have a life. I have a family. I can meet my father and my mother.
I don't need you. Direwood needs you. But if that's not your priority, so be it. I will not hold you here. But I will do anything I can to keep you and your friends. You've gotten more done in the last month than we managed to do within years. Well, you also caused quite a few problems, but the potential is astounding.
I can try to see if I can move home here.
If you could.
That is okay with you. I would like to be near my family, as I kind of don't. It's kind of hard to not have a past, you know?
In a strange way, I sort of envy you for not having a past, I'll be honest.
There's a little bit of anger that glints in his eyes for a second. You shouldn't.
Maybe not.
Not knowing who you are is kills you inside, Light, and I know you don't like when I call you that. It kills you to be stuck wondering what could have been if you weren't taken and changed, and what could have been if anything. You don't know anything. Having a blank slate, some would love, but it honestly sucks. It's terrible to sit and look at people around you who know things that you thought you could never know.
If you need to go, you need to go. But if I can convince you to move home here, I'll do everything in my power. We have some newly acquired funds. Not a lot, but enough to get us going. If the next caravan that comes through, it'll only be a few more days. Perhaps if you would like to make a trip to wherever you need to go, and then come back in time for that, or just after, we'll hopefully be hiring some additional help and supplies and what we need to start a new village outside of, a bit further away, a place we can call our more secure headquarters. We'll begin dismantling this place and moving out soon.
I will return, but when is up in the air, Light.
Fine.
Glad, thank you.
Will your friends be going with you?
I do not believe so, but I haven't talked to them. I wanted to go to you first and tell you.
Well, he gestures to your friends who are just a few feet away, sitting at the table. You've been having this discussion rather quietly.
Okay. I head over to my friends.
No, I mean he's sitting 5 feet away. They're together. So you take a spot, and Alora sits next to you.
I kind of put my hand on Alora's.
Can I eat?
Of course. What's stopping you?
I don't know where to get food.
Oi! Someone bring this woman food!
There are a bunch of people near you. Kind of look over and go, "What?" And the commander stands up. I'll be right back. And he goes over to
Three chicken legs come flying in front of her face.
And after a moment, he
Tomahawk
comes
across
back
the
with about double the stew that the rest of you were rationed.
Excellent.
Friends? Kind of look at everyone. I don't believe I will be joining you for a little bit. I think I will take my leave for a while.
Whoops.
My God.
He was whispering to me. You fucked it.
Whoop. Hey guys, remember the queen? Sorry to interrupt, Zelfer. Go ahead. What?
I think it's time. I will be back, but I would like to go and meet my father and my mother. Do I have any other siblings?
Alora
I
shakes her
Laura.
head.
I would like to meet my parents.
I will say, the commander speaks up. Well, now that Zimmer is gone, I don't know what's going to happen with the rats. I don't know how long it'll take for them to realize. I don't know what they'll do next. But I don't think they'll have any reason to attack us directly outside the city walls. They're probably not that coordinated. we'll probably be fine for the next few days, preparing to move shop and move all the civilians and planning. If you all want to go with him, perhaps we can gain aid from Hysteria, or perhaps you all just need a break. It's up to you. But for the next few days, unless you had anything else on your agenda, Toads. I still hate that name, by the way. If you have anything else on your agenda here, that's fine. There's plenty to be done.
How about the golden frogs?
That's not much better. What I'm saying is, we'll be fine here. We'll just be preparing for the next few days. If you want to stay and assist with that, I would be more than happy to have you. But if you would all like to accompany him, that's up to him, but that would be fine.
The awesome amphibians.
I believe this is a trip. I kind of look at Six, Sam, Bess, Percy. I'm going to make alone.
Well, I'd take her, I say, motioning to your sister.
She says, please do.
I was planning on it. It was meant to... You know, I'm having a moment here, Mr. Six.
I can tell.
I will be back. By myself, maybe with my family. We'll see.
Take the time you need.
It has been pleasant. Mr. Light? Or Mr. Commander? Commander.
Captain Commander.
He sighs. I only let a few people call me by my real name, and they're the only people who know it. So, I suppose as long as you keep it on the down low.
I would not tell me then.
You already know it.
Is it what I've been using?
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, you definitely shouldn't have told me.
You all can call me Light.
May we borrow some horses so we can return safer and quicker? The quicker I get there, the quicker I come back.
If it gets you back here faster, I can give you a horse or two.
Oh, Laura, do you know how to ride?
Kind of.
Me too.
You sit on it.
So we will.
You kind of you kick like this, and she kind of like starts flapping her legs to go faster, and you pull to go to turn, and not really.
Yeah, you got it.
Maybe.
I've ridden one or two. I think we've got this.
Father used to try to teach me. I never really cared for it. Never needed it.
It's time to learn. We'll take our leave after the feast then. I will be back, hopefully, eventually. But no offense to you guys as my family here. I think it's time for me to learn my past. And hopefully, very hopefully, not get chased out with pitchforks. That's happened once. It's not a fun experience.
Yeah, maybe you should let me, when we get there, go ahead and try to explain everything before you come in.
Yes, that would
I
work.
Okay.
I raise my glass to Zelfer, and I say, the family.
The family and Angus.
And Angus.
Angus.
Does Alora say anything?
No.
You met Angus. I summon my owl.
She jumps back.
Angus!
I don't mean to alarm you, but that looks a lot like the bird we were chasing when you disappeared.
I look at the owl.
He just kind of looks
Angus.
back at you.
Go cuddle with Alora.
And he flaps on over and lands on her shoulder, and she goes, ow, 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 okay,
No claws.
okay. And she tries to like pet Angus, and Angus like kind of nuzzles her a bit. She giggles, and she has Angus.
I raise my glass. To us. We killed a man. And for once, it was the right one. Here.
Right. Well,
Here.
if you need to go, you
Is
need to go.
Our friend, the gate guard, is also here with us, I assume.
He's probably somewhere in this room.
Excellent. I just want to make sure he sees everything that's happening.
Yeah. So the commander speaks up again. If you have to go, that's fine. Would you be able, as soon as possible, to inform us of whether or not you'll be returning? Because Zelfer, this city needs you.
but I need my family.
Right. Just inform us as soon as possible. And, none of the rest of you aren't planning on going, right?
This is for Zelfer and Zelfer alone. And his sister.
I mean, going, like leaving Direwood.
Direwood's in
I
my
don't-
veins, baby.
I don't have
This is
anywhere
where I
else to
belong.
go.
Fair. Well then, I suppose we enjoy the night, and tomorrow we'll get started. We'll be disassembling the base. We'll be sending people over to gather up all the citizens and inform them of the move. Persuade them if need be. Perhaps some of you could help with that. We
sure we could
checked
be
out.
bothered.
We checked out that old wizard's hut. That strange place. It seems safe enough, and we could clear a bit more room, and we could use that as a sort of central building, a town hall, if you
Excellent.
will. We'll expand around it. We can probably, within the next few days, have it clear enough to start building. I'm spreading us a little thin, but I think we can be ready in time when the caravan arrives, the Ustarian caravan, to purchase supplies, purchase additional help, and get started building our own second Direwood a little north of here. And then from there, we have a lot of problems to deal with still. The rats, the New Republic, the Hysterian cult. We still got quite a long journey, but this is a start.
The first step.
Well, more like a 50th, but all of the
Oh.
other steps have been kind of reversed. Well, let's enjoy tonight. He raises his glass once more, takes a big sip. You all engage in a healthy feast, as far as you can here. It's not so much a feast as it is an actual good meal. But you enjoy some of the better food you've had in a bit.
Good.
Zelfer, you continue to catch up with Alora, and I can give you more details upon request. Eventually, you guys find your rest. Sam, I know you've been praying in your room, and we'll get to that. But eventually you guys find your rest and begin to prepare for the next big move for the Cloaked Rangers and the remaining citizens of Direwood and Main Gate. And that is where we will pick up next time. Okay, so I'm going to pull... Jesse, you with us?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to pull you into Secrets quick to finish out your prayer thing since you were out during all that other RP. And then I'll catch you guys, the rest of you later. Sam takes his leave. Oh,
I don't know if Sam wouldn't contact Sigismund directly.
no, you're not praying directly to him?
I mean, he's praying because Sigismund is his god. He's praying to Sigismund, but he wouldn't try to contact him.
Okay, so you're praying, but you don't want to speak with Sigismund.
No.
Okay, because that feeling, that's something that would register, so whether he was going to directly speak with you or give you a sign or whatever, you're basically in your head kind of, you get the feeling is, don't. You're not open to that at the moment.
He would. If Sigismund tried to speak to him, he would never be so rude as to ignore him. But he wouldn't openly try to communicate with him right now. I think he'd feel ashamed. Because I finally fucking found the word that I was looking for. He'd feel ashamed, really.
Okay. You pray in your room for some time. And you kind of think about the shame you're feeling, and over time, over the next, at some point, the shame starts to dissipate a bit, and you can tell it's not you. You feel shameful, but that feeling that's gnawing at you starts to dissipate a little bit, and you feel the presence of Sigismund take over that spot in your mind, and it's a nice reprieve, whether you feel as though you deserve it or not. It seems in your prayer Sigismund can... There is an understanding. And simply a calm. Not a nice calm or a bad calm, just a calm. A contemplative state washes over you. And do you have any lights in your room? Any candles? Anything you lit? Or is it a dark room?
I imagine there'd be a candle in there.
Okay. Through your closed eyes, you can see the candle flame flit to about twice as bright. You understand he is there, but no words or signs come to you other than that. And your shame is temporarily pushed to the side, you imagine by Sigismund, to allow you to contemplate more clearly what is next for you.
And that brings me to what I think Sam's decision is.
Okay.